God bless and Sickle Bears. Hey, how's it going? Here for my first Fall Guys tourney. It's kind of warm in here, chat. It's probably because I'm nervous a little bit, to be honest.
In our top left, we have a reserve comic.
Yeah, good luck. May RNG be ever in your favor.
Yo, for real.
Oh my god, we all just fell at the same time.
Yes! Oh! Let's go!
Comic is going to be taking.
Oh my god, we all just fell at the same time.
Strat and Smog fighting for one more tile. But it does look like Reserve Comic coming in with the fist pump, taking the crown.
Oh! Oh! Yes! Oh, thank God! Yes! Oh, let's go, baby! Let's go! Oh my God, let's go! Let's freaking go!
I know it comes from above.
Wait! Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Blue's behind right now. Oh my gosh, it's gonna come down. They're gonna do it. Blue's not gonna qualify. Oh no, Red found a whole pile. And there it is, guys. That determines the game right there. There's no way. Looks like the final score is gonna come down to Essence, first place finish. Reserve Comic, second place finish.
We've been put through the ringer, man. Let's show that we're meant to be here.
Let's go! Yes! Oh! Oh, I got the perfect lead! Watch out!
Oh my God, reserve.
Let's go, baby! Woo!
I'm holding him. I can't. Lost him. Fuck. Grab him, grab him, grab him.
Got it, got it! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Robo, grab him! Grab him, Robo! Yes! Yes, Robo, thank you! Let's go, Robo!
Got it. Just.
Yes! 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 Yes!
You're chilling, you're chilling.
Wait, I have it! I have it! Oh, I have it! I have it! Oh my God! Baby won! Oh! You legend!
Count your miracles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even count.
God bless and Sickle Bears, how's it going? Y'all see I have my throwback Baylor Line jersey from the first ever tournament I ever competed in, because this will probably be the last big tournament I compete in, so I just wanted to throw it back. God gets me everywhere he gets me, and he gets me as far as he gets me in life, everything that he does. If he wants to do something with it, by all means, I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to try to keep a good mentality. But if not, I've accepted it. I've accepted it. I mean, it's okay. Like, I've accepted that I'm not going to win this thing. Or qualified for Vegas. I've accepted my defeat. Wow. Let's go. Oh my God, I got a good start. Come on, go, go, go. Oh, I am first! Yes! 2 points, baby! Let's go! Woo! Grab the border! Oh! 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 Amen. We did it. Anyone who stopped by, who came by, who watched, I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. God bless, and Sickle Bears. See y'all in, apparently in Vegas.
Miracles on miracles, count your miracles. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't even count them. Miracles on miracles, a million little miracles every day.
Awesome. What's going on, you guys?
Hey, what's up? Hello, welcome to the Red Cross Rescue World Grand Finale. No. Hey, look at that game coming out. Look at all that enthusiasm.
Speaking of phone guys, I almost fell on the stage earlier. Shoot. Yo, with the shirt.
Yo, what's up, everyone?
What's the name?
Reserve Comic 19.
Oh man, I love the shirt. Where do you get it?
Mediatonic actually was selling them last year, and I bought them.
Oh, wow, man.
Awesome. Hey, good luck. We hope that you win and or do very well.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
y'all.
your
I
participation.
appreciate y'all.
And we don't just say that to anybody, so good luck.
Thanks.
Get out there,
I
buddy.
appreciate you, brother.
Nice job.
There we go. Look at that smile on that kid. Absolutely amazing. He's
Doesn't that feel good? You like, oh,
Yeah,
I feel good.
that much closer.
That much closer.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Look at Comic with
wow,
that one.
Reserve. I see you. I see you.
Right.
I see that, man. That was amazing. I love that move.
We did it. God bless and Sickle Bears. Hey y'all, I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to the 10th ever Fall Fries tournament and the last ever Fall Fries before the free-to-play season comes out, where everything changes, except not really, but all the Xbox players, the Switch players will finally get a shot to compete in Fall Guys and play and have a good time and all that stuff. Again, want to give a special shout out, as always, to my amazing moderator, Mr. Mediocre, guys. Go drop him a follow. He's in the chat. Go drop him a follow, guys. Like, show him some love. He's an amazing dude, an amazing moderator. I finally was able to have the time to set up a Google Doc sheet so that he can do all the scoring and I don't have to worry about nothing. So it's going to be beautiful. It's going to be easier for him to mod and take care of everything. So it's going to be awesome. Special thanks again to Casey Baum for tournament format ideas. I literally got the ideas, a lot of the ideas from this tournament from her Throwapalooza tournament back in August of 2021. She has hosted 2 other ones as well, very similar formats. And speaking of Casey Baum, we actually have Casey Baum competing in our tournament today. So special shout out to her for finally being able to make a Fall Fries tournament, and thank her for being able to make it after inspiring the tournament format ideas and making it as amazing as it is because of the format. So without her, this tournament probably wouldn't be happening and it wouldn't be possible. So thanks to her. We got a lot of returning people, a couple of new people, and all that good stuff, guys. We're just ultimately waiting at this point. We got Kato, actually, as I found out recently. It's Kato, not Kato, but we got Kato today. We got Dryang. We got Flash. We got someone new. Idris is here today for the first ever Fall Fries. We got Jashin back as well. Maybe this time will be the time that Jashin breaks the top 3. And then we have Jupic, who is brand new as well. We got Karim, who's returning as won a couple. We got Lucille returning. We got Nacho. Nacho, by the way, special shout out to Nacho, being the only person to play in every single Fall Fries. So special shout out to Nacho Sky for just being an amazing person and playing in all the Fall Fries and just being a real good sport about the game and about the competition and everything else. NRGP is back as well. We got Otaku, who's new. Smock said he may or may not be joining, so we'll kind of see. He probably won't be joining, so, but we never know. He might pop in. We got Supa joining again. We got Subtop joining again. We got Ultra joining again. Zykor. We got Yusuf joining the tournament for the first time. So congrats to Yusuf, very well known in Dr. Smooth's community, and a couple other Fall Guys communities out there. We got Zyfru returning as well. Welcome back, Zyfru. Welcome back. So, and then also you guys noted that I've added previous Fall Fries placements. So they're only for the top 3 placements. Like if you place 4th or 5th, they're not going to be on here as designated. It's only for 1, 2, and 3. So anybody who's earned a top 3 medal is represented on here. And I would like to potentially keep that going in the future for this special little thing. So you'll be able to see this in between the games. So you kind of see like everybody, you know, who's gotten top 3 will get that placement. 4th and 5th are just little extra rewards for like cash prizes. They're just a little like, you know, saying, hey, you did good in the tournament, you get special recognition. The top 3 is like a big deal, so those people are obviously represented in the medals, and I hope you guys like that new addition. A little bit extra something to win for, just for showing off on stream a little bit. So yeah, let's see, hang on, I will start looking at the numbers. Alright guys, so we should, I believe, have 19 people in the lobby. We have 16 currently. I believe we should have 19. Let's go. Everybody in here. I covered my code in case, but remove Drew's stats. He's gonna hate this image. Hey, at least there wasn't a 5th, 2nd place. He almost got 5 silvers, which would have been pretty nutty. I mean, that's still amazing, though. Like, I mean, that's still amazing. I mean, he has, like, tied for the amount of medals Nacho has, so that's still, like, a really big deal. So, and then Kato actually has gotten 4 medals, which is, like, I mean, a really good stat, you know. So, you know, I mean, you get top 3 in Fall Fries, and you're clearly cracked. I mean, everybody on this list is extremely cracked at the game, and, yeah, I mean, if you're on this list, you're pretty dang good at the game, so, you know. So we got 19. All right, guys. We're gonna I guess get started ultimately. Yo, Casey, welcome on in. Excited. Let's go, guys. So we're gonna get started. Good luck, everyone. Have fun. Yeah, just again, remember, look at the rules. Know that the rules will be enforced by my moderator and me if needed. You know, if I can jump in. If you have any issues with the scoring or anything like that, or any questions, please direct them to the game day chat in the Discord, which all the competitors have access to. Is where you got the code, etc., etc. So 19 players. Yeah, so it's actually 17 competing, and then 19 including me and moderator. And we have the worst map of all time coming up. We have a tiptoe coming up. Ooh, I needed like a boo sound effect, but no, we got a tiptoe coming up in the very first round. So I'm just going to get out of the way and then just try to watch from a distance. So yeah. But do keep in mind, if anybody's running late to the tournament, that you can still join game 2. All that good stuff. So ultimately, we get the worst view in the house. Let's go. Love to see it. And Lip gets last place. Let's go. So, wow, really great start, but, oh, man. Let's go. And so, again, points are literally updated. Jashin with the easy first place on that tiptoe. So, obviously, you see the points updated on stream. You can also access it if you type ! scores or score in the chat. In this chat, you can actually get the link to see the scores individually, by round, by game, everything like that. You can also see this same ranking system, but it's here on stream if you want to watch it. So you guys have like multiple options to be able to see it. You can take screenshots, all that good stuff. So it's really convenient for everyone. So I'm glad I was finally able to take the time to set that up. So yeah, I mean, that's really awesome. And then shout out to Mr. Mediocre, because it's going to be a lot easier for him. So definitely, like, that's the hugest thing. So we got Fatherless, which I don't know who Fatherless is in the chat, to be honest. We got Karim getting the checkpoint spawn. We got Supa in the lead right now, probably getting the best checkpoint spawn, is what it appears to be. We got Karim. Supa didn't get the best checkpoint spawn. We got Lipbite and Zycor ultimately getting right back with Supa. Zycor, I think, getting a grab. Oh, Karim gets thrown off? Huh. Okay, we got Subtopper here in the back. Let's see if we can advance. Oh, and Lip was in the lead, but Zycor slightly getting the better fan. It's neck and neck for first place. Who's gonna get it? It's gonna be down to the ping. And Zycor gets the perfect frame 1 jump, so Zycor will get a point. They're first in Fall Fries 10. And then we have everybody waiting in the finish line, ultimately seeing who will get last place. Krim looking like they're going to be out. We got 2 people. We got 3. Who's going to not make it? Oh, Lucille doesn't make it, but Kato will get the last place to get a point. And again, you see everybody's updated. And when it comes to tiebreakers that are shown on the rankings, the rankings on the tiebreaker are simply, you know, there's alphabetical order by that point. So, you know, at that point, it's, okay, Zyfru. Okay, got you. But, yeah. And so, let's see. Yep. And there we go. Like I said, you see the scores updating live, and I'm not having to do anything. And I can just sit here and talk and just chill with you guys. So, that's really awesome. Let's go. Yo, again, everybody, thank you for being in the chat. Welcome on in. If you're watching Fall Fries live, welcome on in. I hope y'all are doing well, having a great weekend. My head has been honestly killing me this entire weekend. We got Idrigesk, I believe is how you say it. Idrigesk, in their first ever Fall Fries, is in the 3rd round. Not doing too well, not starting out too hot, but definitely can always make a comeback in Fall Fries, especially on a map like this where you got those flippers, spring traps that can, you know, get people. But everybody's pretty much in formation. They're right with each other. So Idri can kind of do these little jump dives without worrying about grabbing. So right there with the pack. So never give up. Right there with the pack. We have Kato getting the skip at the end and likely going to be taking first place is what it looks like. And it looks like Kato will get another point. So GG's. And Idri does get to the finish line. But let's see who takes last. Jashin will take last here. We have 2 people at the finish line ultimately not getting there. But we'll see what happens ultimately. 7 people left. Let's see. Well, this will be a round 4 coming up. So potentially could be a final, but we could see a low qual race map. So we'll see what Mediatonic decides to give us today. So it'll be interesting. But but we'll see what ultimately what happens here with the way things play out. But it just kind of depends. Again, we have Kato and Jashin both tied with 2 points. And then Flash and Zycor having a point. And we do have another race map coming up. I'm assuming with the 7 qual last round, we'll have a 5 qual would be my guess now. And then we should be going into a final after that, as it'll be round 5 next round. And so we have Nacho in, we have Supa in, as I saw. We'll have, obviously, Kato and Jashin in as they first and last place, respectively. But we'll ultimately see who else is in. Take a look. What's going on? So again, Kato. We got Casey Bomb still in. We got Zypher still in, which is fatherless. And we got Lipbite still in as well. And then Nacho, of course. The Fall Fries at this point, almost probably the Fall Fries legend. Absolutely, really consistent. Even when Nacho has not gotten top 3. Nacho has placed 4th and 5th place a couple of times as well. So Nacho's very consistent. Nacho looking to have a really great run right now. Kato's not doing bad, but a little bit behind the rest of the competitors. God, I would think this is not as good of the side, I would think. At least that's me personally. We got Supa a little bit in the lead on this side. We have... Let's see. We have Zyfru in the lead. We have Nacho in second, it looks like. And then Jashin, Kato, and Casey Bomb right back to back to back. But it's pretty much in formation as expected in a custom. So, again... Sadly, this thing will probably come down to ping right here. Let's see, we got Nacho, Zyfru getting that. Everybody else misses it. There's going to be 4 people on the bar. Who's going to get there? And Casey Bomb and Lip will both get a point as it's tied for last place. Unbelievable. So we actually have 2 people getting last place. So it'll be Casey and Lip by getting last place. And so we actually have 3 points awarded in that round. And so we have a 6-person final now. And so, again, all these competitors will be getting a half a point at a minimum for making this final. And then Of course, a win in addition will be an additional 1.5 points added. And also on a jump showdown, if you jump off first and it's within the first 15 seconds, you will, and you cannot leave the game, you have to jump off and die. Then you'll ultimately get a full point for the round, a half a point, and then additional half a point. Let's see if anybody does take that dive off. We do have someone taking that dive. Lipbite takes the dive off. Nobody else competes for it. So Lip got that free point, but nobody else also lost out. So everybody is getting to compete. So that was well played by Lipbite, and everybody else did not even go for it. So that was also smart. Nobody took a point. And so, like I said, we have 6 people in this final. We got Kato in the final. Kato's got 2.5 points. Flasher 3.5, and we do have updating with the people in the finals, so we will have those scores coming in live. You guys, competitors can also open the Google Sheets and see, you know, score by score, so they can see if theirs are in yet and everybody else's. So we have Nacho, we have Zyfru, Kato, Casey Bomb, and Jash and Casey Bomb in their first final in Fall Fries. 1 game in, first game in all Fall Fries history, and Casey Bomb easily makes the final with a point coming in. Nacho gonna have to make a jump over easy. We have a split platform, actually, for the first time maybe ever. Or actually, well, I don't want to say the first time ever. It's a bar jump away, and timeouts are -1 points. So it encourages players to stay together, but Jackson got like a really unlucky rotation. Or like an unlucky platform ball, so we'll see how everybody plays this out. But Zyfru going over to Jashin, but dying, I believe, from the bar jump. And so again, I mean, the play in customs is to be really careful, like play it slow, you know. So you won't see people being overly aggressive, but you do see some grabs coming in, you know, slowly. And so we'll see what happens ultimately. The only other time that there were split platforms in this nature, it was Supa on this platform right here that we're spectating. And then Supa actually made the bar jump over. And Casey Bomb gets a really bad rotation and sadly dies to a really horrific rotation. So we have a 1v1 Kato and Nacho on this side of the platform. And ultimately a bar jump, probably. So. And, yeah, scores will be updated, and making the final is a half a point. And I believe scores are updated for everybody who made the finals and everybody in the one and Lip for who died in the final. So points are updated except for the winner, I believe. And so Jashin's hoping they'll low-key suicide each other. I mean, that might be the play for Jashin. At this point, the bar's going so fast, you almost are suicide grabbing potentially. So we'll see what happens here. So I'm just like waiting to see what happens here. And the bar jump is not an easy move to make. Actually, I don't even think it's possible at this speed. Wow, and Kato gets a grab on Nacho, and I don't know how Nacho lived that grab, honestly. Survived that grab. I mean, at this rate. Oh, I think they're both gonna die. No, Nacho lives! Wow, and Nacho lives that grab. I can't believe it. And I don't know if Nacho just took the L there for the fact of not wanting to time out the round or what the deal was there. But GG Suggestion for getting the win. I actually missed what happened on Nacho's side of the board. So we'll see what happens. But guys, scores should be updated as is on the Discord. We will wait for our moderator. We actually will wait as I believe someone lagged out and everything like that. Also, we will have hard mode coming up. So this is where we will see potentially some survivals and all that good stuff. Ah, he didn't live that grab. Okay. All right, sweet Kato. Yeah, so Nacho kind of like, yeah, that's crazy. This game is crazy, y'all. I mean, y'all know that, so. And yeah, no timeouts. It's a -1 point for everybody who has timed it out. Like if it times out, it's -1 point. So I believe everybody's ready to go, which we have 20 people. So. Oh no, wait. Yeah, we should have had 20. Shoot. Well, yeah, I think I screwed somebody, so that's my bad. But I need to have specific rules for if they're split platforms, but I just really try to encourage. The rules are just there to basically encourage people to stay together, you know? So, like, the tiles are splitting up, that way everybody's together, and then it plays out. So, yeah. So that's the reason why it's, like, -1 anyway. And so, yeah, and then the only other time other than that time it happened, Supa made a bar jump over. So, like, it wasn't an issue. Then Supa actually won that. So, GG's. And I think we're good to go for game 2, and everybody's in, I believe. So, good luck, everyone, and have fun. Let's do it. So, yeah, exactly. Like, yeah. It's not really that anybody has to bar jump, but yeah. It's, yeah. There's not really a way around that rule. I just try to get everybody to stay together. That's why the rules are as the way they are. That there's -1 for a timeout period. So, everybody basically should stay together, like, in the beginning. And so that's kind of how it works. And no, technically Nacho would not have to bar jump. So, but I mean, again, like, it's, yeah. I mean, it's just freaking, you know, Mediatonic just be, you know. So once again, we have everybody off to the races. And unfortunately, this map is going to be horrible for spectating. But, let's do it. You know, I almost want to compete, but, like, you know, just, yeah. I wish somebody would just host my exact same tournament, like, same format, solo everything. Because I want to play in it so bad. And, like, I just want free entry. We got, Vilos, which is, I believe, Zypher getting in first. Zypher, the easy first place. So I guess Zycor probably got screwed by the Rhinos. So, hi, Zycor. And we got Casey Bomb getting last place. Yo, we got Casey coming in here with the last place again. Casey will be up to 2.5 points, I believe, as soon as the scores are updated. Yeah, 2.5 points. So Casey Bomb and Kato are tied for 3rd place right now. We got Flash in 2nd place with 3.5. And then Jashin in 1st place with 4.5 with that win in the first game. And then Nacho Zypher with 1.5, Zycor with 1. And then everybody else is yet to get on the board. But again, plenty of games left to play. So, plenty left to play. But again, any rules also can be directed into the game day chat. The Mediocre will be paying attention to that. All that good stuff. So guys, feel free to pay attention to that. My head is just, ugh. I've actually had like the worst headache this week, and it's still like killing me a little bit. So sorry guys, I'm like a little out of it today. And again, there is no frame 1 diving that will be watched. So my mod will pay attention to that, as I'm just trying to see who gets 1st place. We got Drying getting hit by Fruit. We got Yusuf and Jashin right neck and neck. It looks like Yusuf will get 1st place there. So nice run by Yusuf. As it looked, I didn't see anything particularly sus, which is good. You know, I mean, blame Mediatonic for the physics. We got Otaku coming in last place there. So Otaku, I believe, will be getting their 1st point in Fall Fries history, actually. So GG's to them. So good stuff. And then I believe Yusuf as well getting their 1st ever points in Fall Fries history. So we got 2 people getting their 1st ever points in that round right there. So GG's to them. And yeah, and then we have a round 3 coming up, and again a hard mode. So we could see some survival. So far we've seen races, and we don't see a survival. We see another race map, which is a tiptoe coming up. So, and as this mode is a hard mode, so as it's a hard mode, you will see these bonkuses. So it will be interesting. And kind of see what ultimately happens here. Let's see, so we will spectate Yusuf for this round. Again, we got pretty much everybody kind of together. Got a few people falling down, but there will be plenty of time at this point unless somebody just finds the path, like, instantly. And pretty much everybody has time to get back at this point. And that was not the path. I guess Yusuf did not see that. Oh, Jashin just absolutely getting 1st place again on another tiptoe. So that'll be another point for Jashin, building his lead a little bit more to 5.5 points, I believe, if I'm looking correctly. 4.5. We got Otaku getting last place. Hang on. Hang on, let me pull something up real quick. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right. Sweet, sweet, sweet. And so we have a score correction, as I've usually kept score in the past, and with the way the wins work, so the points have been correctly updated, and that is partially my bad as well for not noticing that. So, and we have Zyfru taking the full point in the final for diving off right there. We have Kato, we have Jiraiya, we have Lucille, we have Otaku. In the final, we have Jashin in the final as well, which, wow, went straight to a final right there. And so, luckily, the tiles appear to be together right now. And we have another split, which, again, is a real discouragement in Fall Fries to split like that. And Jashin barely survives, at least on my screen. So, you know, obviously Jashin with that extremely high ping, so it probably wasn't as bad, but it definitely looked rough. Kato grabbing Jashin a lot, as Jashin is in the lead in first place, so, you know, as Kato is, I believe, in second place. Yeah, in second place, and looking at Jashin, thinking Jashin wins, Jashin go build a big lead. But, so yeah, that's what ultimately is coming down to. Again, you see, you know, as customs go and the players get better and better, you see a lot less, like, just intense grabbing. You see a lot more just kind of chilling and then going for the strategic grabs, as grabbing can be really rough in physics in Fall Guys and in Mediatonic, the way they built this game. You have Jashin again almost struggling as it looks on the screen, but Jashin's still recovering just fine. We have another fan rotation coming up. Kato will get out right there. I'm not sure exactly what happened at that rate, but we do see that happening. And as is shown, apparently when Zyfru jumped off, it was 13.7 seconds, so apparently it was very close to the 15-second mark. So always be careful if you're going to take the dive. Just be careful with that. So we have 4 people left. Drying does not time the fan right, and it looks like Drying will be out. We have Jashin and Otaku 1v1 on this platform, and then we have Lucille, who jumped over to another platform. I mean, you can time it out, but it's -1 point for everybody who times it out, so... And I'd actually have to look at the rules. I don't know if it's minus round total for the round or -1 in addition to the 1.5 point final. We got Jashin with the great grab. And at this point, a bar jump's not doable, so Lucille ultimately is, basically just forced a timeout. Lucille going for the bar jump as the gamer as they are, but fails the bar jump. Respect to try it. So GG's, and Jashin will take the lead and will be 2 points total for the round. And so we will have game 3 coming up, which I did not update that, sadly. So we do have game 3 coming up, as my games were off point, but that's fine. So yeah, you know, everyone's gonna try their own thing, so it is what it is. But GG's, I respect the effort to jump. We have 19, so if the 20th person could identify themselves, who's in the queue. Okay, there we go. We should have 20, and make sure my mod is good to go. And then we'll go. But Jashin, as it stands, looks like they have 7 points. We have Kato with 3, Flash with 3, And Brady, I appreciate the 23-month sub. Can we get some hype for Brady, by the way, for the 23 months? That's amazing. Like, let's get some hype from that. But welcome on in, Brady. I hope you're doing well. But ultimately, we have Cato Flash in second place. And good to go for game 3, guys. We will be going into a hard mode. Good luck, everyone. Have fun. And as we queue up, we have, again, Cato and Flash tied with 3 points in second place. We have KC, Bomb, Otaku, and Zyfru tied at 2.5 points. So we have Nacho at 1.5, and then Zycord and Yusuf at 1 point, Dryan getting their first half point, and Lucille getting their first half point by making the finals. So we do have game 3 coming up into a big fans. So, yeah. And, again, everybody who's watching, welcome on in, guys. I hope y'all are doing well. This is so weird to, like, just commentate and literally just sit here and kind of chill. So that's awesome. So we will try to follow up slowly behind everybody to try to give y'all the best vantage point of this spectating. But we're going to get to the side. Make sure nobody spawns in. Leave. We're getting a bad view. We do have a couple people spawning in, but it's over here. I'm wondering if it's bad checkpoint spawns or potentially... we have Jashin and Zyfru, or, sorry, Supa struggling. My brain is just, like, going nuts. But, Jashin being far behind is gonna be helpful for potentially everybody else who's even near placement. So, if Jashin doesn't qualify, that's gonna be huge. But Jashin still is a very good player and very could easily come back, especially as a lot of people will wait at the finish line for that last place. And, see what happens. See, I can't see who quite is in first place. We have Nacho getting in first place. The Fall Fries legend that Nacho is. Getting that easy first place. And then, again, we have everybody at the finish line. Jashin might be able to catch back up. It looks like Jashin's going to sneak his way in, potentially. Jashin sneaks his way in. And then now everybody's calling. Yusuf getting last place, so Yusuf getting another point on the board. Getting 2 points for Yusuf, so GG's. And, wow. And so Jashin literally far behind still makes the comeback and still is able to make the qualification. So again, when it comes to Fall Fries, you can see someone real far behind, but easily still play it safe, come back, and, you know, with a lot of people waiting at the finish line, going for last, which, you know, it's just how you want to play ultimately. So, you know, and we do have, sadly, another tiptoe coming up. So for the 3rd game in a row, Mediatonic decides to screw us and give us a tiptoe. Nah, I'm just not a big fan of tiptoe myself, especially with Bonkus, and that's just a really rough thing to play in. But Jashin has proved that there must be a method to all this madness. And by getting first place both times, let's see if Jashin can do it again. Let's see Jashin's strategies here. Since Jashin has gotten first place on both other tiptoes, so let's just kind of see. And Jashin either gets desynced or grabbed. I couldn't tell what exactly happened there if they went. I can't tell. But we do have some people making some progress, but we are all kind of stopped right here. And again, the boxes do make this very difficult, but it also makes for a possibility of comebacks. We have some tiles exposed. Someone basically took the L to expose some tiles. Jashin's waiting patiently, going for that 3rd tile jump, gets it. Ooh, that bonk is just rough. Jashin, I think, knows something that maybe everybody else doesn't know yet, because Jashin's just making a run for it. Okay, Dryan gets the qual. I believe the jump dive frame 1, which is allowed from the 3rd to last house. So Dryan will actually take first place there. Jashin getting thrown down. A lot of people getting thrown down right there. What is happening? I don't know what's going on. Nobody knows where the path is right now. I'm trying to freaking find somebody at the front. I mean, it has to be one, right? Or am I tripping? And it's 1. Cato will get 2nd place. And then Idri... or Dry Guess will be getting 1 point for qualifying in last, which I believe will be their first point of Fall Fries history. So, let's see. And then Jashin still quals after falling down. Everybody just fall down. That was crazy. It was literally, everything else was literally taken away except for the first row of pass. And that was wild. Yeah, that looked really wild. That was crazy, but, that was pretty crazy, but, it's crazy, but, and we do have a survival coming up, so if you jump off within the first 15 seconds, my moderator is keeping a solid 15-second time, guys, so make sure you've jumped off within that first 15 seconds if you do so, and there will be a point added to your score. And again, if you have any issues with scoring or anything like that, please put that in the game day chat. Discord, we will take a look at it, or my moderator will take a look at it and make any corrections or make the ruling based on the written rules, guys. So again, just make sure to take the fall. Jashin takes a free point right there. Might be smart on this round. It looks like everybody else will play it out as of right now. And I believe that's what it looks like. So everybody else except for Jashin will play it out. Lip Bite, which is Flash. So yeah, Flash is Lip Bite. Yeah, so Flash will actually take a point there. I believe got in before the 15 seconds. So Flash will be taking a point there, I believe. My moderator will be adding a point to their score if true. Yeah, and they do get a point, so they did get within the first 15 seconds, guys. So everybody else will be playing it out. If anybody dies, it's just a rip, and first place here does not matter. It is simply just playing it out to ultimately survive. Usually we don't see too much grabbing and griefing here just because everyone's good enough to defend against it. And it's just kind of respect and just, you know, but ultimately it's, I mean, there's not really technically rules against it, you know. But usually people just play it out just to make sure that they don't get screwed, ultimately. But we'll see. So, again, welcome on in, everybody. I hope y'all are having a great day. Thanks for everybody for being here, watching, competing, all that good stuff. I really appreciate you guys. But ultimately, it's chilling. And first place doesn't matter here. So you see a lot of competitors just chill and probably do some emoting a little bit. You see a couple of emotes in the chat. And then everybody's just going to be really careful here with the fan, as you could get grabbed. Yusuf, easy qual, Zycor. We got Kato, Idri. Looks like everybody's going to qual here, so perfect game. And then the two people who jumped off will take their free point, which can be a smart thing to do as making to a final. And we had Jashin winning their first two games on this Fall Fries. Like, the first two games in Fall Fries, in this Fall Fries. In the third game on, Jashin takes that free point. So Jashin building quite a lead and deciding to just take the free point. And we probably will see one more round coming up would be my guess, but we'll see what happens ultimately here. So, we'll see how it plays out, but then we have a very close second, third, fourth, fifth, and, you know, sixth and so on plays. That's very close, so anybody's game at that point. But, you know, first place is not safe. We saw in one of the Fall Fries, I can't remember, but Vilmer was up like 7 points after game like 3 or 4, and literally did not get like a single point for the next 3 games. So definitely possible for anybody to make a comeback. But if Jashin starts getting any more points, then it's going to be a little bit rough for everybody else. So we'll see ultimately how that goes for Jashin. See if Jashin can maintain that lead. And see if anybody else can make that comeback. So, again, these half points will be added to everybody's score as this final is going. Everybody, again, in a clumped up cell. We have Kato and Drying looking like they're in front based on my screen, but we don't know. Looks like Drying got hit by that ball somehow. So unfortunate for them. We got Yusuf and Zypher up front, which is Fatherless on the screen as you see. We got Kato right behind everybody. We got that ball. Ooh, Zypher gets hit by the ball forward. Oh my gosh, who's up there? Is anybody up? Dryang's up. It might be a double. No, I think Yusuf's on the other side. I think it's going to be a solo Yusuf win. Maybe Subtopper was up there. I don't think they were. I think it's just Yusuf for the solo win. So GG's to Yusuf. And just responding to something real quick, guys. And we'll wait till we get everybody in here. We might have someone joining late, who actually is maybe able to, and I do believe we have someone coming in late. We do have actually Smock making his first Fall Fries appearance since like Fall Fries 8 or 7, I believe. So we will be waiting on them, and then I believe we'll be good to go. I'm just going to confirm with my mod. We do have Game 4 coming up. Let me not forget to update this again. And Game 4 is another hard mode, as is game, and then Game 5 and 6 it will be Gauntlet. So this will be the last hard mode until 7. So we'll see what ultimately happens, but we're just waiting. Good to go for Game 4. All right, guys. Good luck, everyone. Have fun. Let's do it. So Game 4 we will have coming up real shortly here as the lobby readies up, and hopefully nobody disconnects. We've luckily been not seeing that as much in the custom lobbies as of late, but we'll see. what happens. Everybody does connect, and we do have a Dizzy Heights coming up for the first round, so pretty typical first round race map, even in hard mode, very typical. You know, again, we do have Jashin in first place still with 8 points. We have Flash and Yusuf now tied for second place at 4 points. We have Kato right behind him trailing at 3.5 points. And then we have Zyfruit at 3 points. And then again, I will try to fall behind, but with the desync, I will probably wait a bit. Again, we have our great, amazing moderator, Mr. Mediocre, back there, just chilling, just gonna be watching the feed. Jashin probably getting screwed by desync would be my guess. It looks like Supa's kind of in the back too. Supa not having the best day in the world. You know, like the one time that Supa plays first, they were absolutely just gaming, but we'll see what happens. Trying to stay out of the way, as a lot of people are getting thrown right here. But we'll see ultimately what happens. And we do have like a pretty typical Dizzy, you know, map. At this point, we do have Bonkus, and this is hard mode, so we do actually see a lot of people kind of falling back. And Jashin was far behind, but Jashin might still be able to qual again. We have Yusuf getting first place there, I believe, is what it looked like. And we do have people coming up, we'll see. And it looks like Lipby, as known as Flash, will be getting another point. So Flash now pulls into second place with 5 points, getting a little bit closer. And I do believe Jashin made the comeback to qual. So Jashin's still in it for this round. We'll see what happens. But we'll see what happens. But a lot of people still in, a couple people out, but we'll ultimately see what goes on. Again, we have Yusuf and Flash. So Yusuf and Flash, my correction. Yusuf got first place. So Yusuf and Flash are actually still tied for first place, but both with 5 points. So 2 people getting closer and closer to Jashin's score, but there's plenty of time left in Fall Fries. So we'll see what ultimately happens. I mean, we've seen Nacho be very low on the leaderboard, or, you know, relatively low on the leaderboard than getting like 6 points in the final round. So anything is possible. And we do have Smock in the game now. So Smock is joining late, I believe, in Fall Fries. So we do see Smock with the white bean, but with the new variant of the white bean, the marshmallow white bean, with the inverted faceplate. But again, we have 3 people jumping off early. I believe the 15 seconds will actually pass. Therefore, it looks like, I mean, at this point, it's going to be everybody playing it out and making sure they survive. And it is a hard mode, so it will be a little bit rough. But I'm assuming everybody's going to qual here, so most people are just going to chill. Smock just chilling, being real careful there, as somebody could have easily gotten a grab on Smock right there. We will kind of go around the community, see who's in there. We got Otaku in their first ever Fall Fries, I believe, with a point or two. 2.5 points in this game in Fall Fries, so very liable to get like a couple of points and potentially, you know, see that top 5 and get like more and more closer to that point. We got the really sussy, the imposter Among Us being in this game. Love to see it. We got the imposter Among Us being. I do kind of like that it randomly will make you like the imposter being. In between games. We got Lucille as well, who has been pretty consistently good in Fall Fries. Will get a lot of points, but I believe has only broken the top 3 once and was a part of the first ever Fall Fries tiebreaker game, which involved the tie for second place, which was Lucille and City Limits, and City Limits won the first ever Fall Fries tiebreaker. Versus Lucille, and I believe won it on 2 jump showdowns in the first 2 games. But Lucille is a very great gamer in the community and just really great. We got NRGP, who actually did really well last time. I believe broke the top 5 last Fall Fries, and is a really good player coming out and really just been supportive. And again, we got Yusuf in their first ever Fall Fries tournament. But as Yusuf, as a lot of people know, Yusuf is a part of Dr. Smooth's community and a couple others along the way as well. A lot of people know Yusuf, very familiar with him. You got the pink bean, of course, you know, very typical. We got Nacho here. We had a death at some point, so someone actually died. We have Nacho, like the Fall Fries legend, played in all 10 Fall Fries, has placed top 3 in 5 of them, gotten 2 first places, I believe, if I'm correct. I mean, it's on the previous Fall Fries placement, and then, yeah, ultimately, but we're just kind of chilling, so. Supa, Jashin, Casey Bomb. We'll see ultimately who, Luis. And, Yeah, Luis. Yeah. And yeah, I can't even tell who actually died because I just wasn't even paying attention because I'm just really great at throwing actually. So really cracked streamer over here, guys. Really cracked streamer. But yeah, and then we do have another survival map coming up, so we'll see if anybody decides to now take the dive and take the guarantee point, or go through a hard mode jump club, which is 3 bars and fruit, which can get rough even in a custom lobby. Even if you're not being grabbed, even if you're not getting grabbed, it can be really difficult to face off against. So, and again, we do have Karim back for another Fall Fries. Karim, extremely really good player, has won a Fall Fries before actually in this history. So Karim, extremely good. Karim, when I first really got to know him, as just them as a player, like really became familiar with them, was the KOZ League. And then after that, the Lily Leapers, the Lily Leapers map, just absolutely speedrunning Lily Leapers. And basically how I learned all my strats was watching Karim on Lily Leapers when that mode first came out. So welcome back, Karim. And then we got Kato. We got Jupik in their first ever Fall Fries tournament. Oh, we had 2 people dying. I believe 1 died late. And I don't know if anybody actually took the fall, but my mod will update that if anybody decided to do that. And I believe Jashin probably took a point last round would be my guess. So, and I believe so. So Jashin is up to 9 points now. But Flash is now up to 6. I don't know if Flash took a point. Oh, Jupik died and Zycor died there. So they're both not getting a point, and we will move on to the next round, which my guess will be another race map. Potentially, but we could see a final here. We'll see what the Mediatonic decides to give us. Mediatonic has been giving us like 5-round games, so in pretty small finals. So we'll see what happens here, though. So, and it looks like no one did take the plunge there, so we'll kind of see what happens. And again, we got like a solid, top 5 right now with Jashin in first, Flash in second, Yusuf, Casey Bomb in 4th place at 3.5 points, and then tied with Kato for 4th place with 3.5 points. So really amazing. Kato was in the last round, but I believe Kato took the plunge indeed. So we'll see what ultimately happens. We see Smock, Yusuf, Nacho. I mean, all these players are extremely crap in this entire tournament, but these players are scary. Like, I just uninstall the game when I see them in any of my games. But we got Ultra in here, who has won a Fall Fries tournament and played extremely well in the game that they did, or in the Fall Fries that they did win. So welcome on back. They played in the last few, so welcome on back. I hope you're doing well. They got the community VIP nickname right here. Throw in some emotes as they might be listening to the stream. We got Nacho again, the legend. Trying to make sure I'm rotating. I think we've been over all these people ultimately, but trying as much on survivals to get us through. I don't know if anybody took the plunge there, to be honest. But we got Yusuf and Kato just full on hugging and just chilling there. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know if it's a friendly hug or a competitive hug. I'm not sure. It looks like friendly because nobody's pushing. It looks like a friendly hug. Love to see the love to see the love in a survival map where everybody should pretty much qualify unless something weird happens. We do see a couple of gaps here and there, but just have to be careful. Ultimately, it's not the hardest variant of Snowball Survival, which is something Mediatonic should look at. For hard mode is making us the Snowball Survival the hardest mode only, instead of the medium and the easy. But we'll kind of see what happens. So, I mean, we're dead just chilling. We probably will see a final after this, so I believe everybody will make a final after this round, but we'll see if Mediatonic decides to give us a 6-rounder. I believe it'd be a 6-rounder in this case. And Ultra, like, jumping down, but I believe surviving. And yeah, Ultra jumped down late just to jump down. So we'll see what happens. We do have an 8 qual. We'll see if it turns into a final. We have Kato in the game still. We have all these amazing gamers in the game. So we'll see. And Jashin, that is true. Technically, everybody could. Now, that would be funny. I mean, that would low-key be the play, though. But everybody would have to agree to do it. Well, actually, you could still do it, but yeah. And so we do have an 8-person hexagon, which is a pretty big hexagon for a Fall Fries history, like, in the custom. So it's actually pretty big to see. Let's see. So I believe Yusuf... So Flash, I believe Flash is not in the game right now. So Yusuf is in 3rd place, so we will check out Yusuf's gameplay. to see if Yusuf can kind of bridge the gap between them and Jashin. And again, I mean, you don't want to time out. You'll get -1 point for everybody timing out. So again, you'll just see everybody pretty much on the same level, kind of chilling, just making sure, you know, they don't leave anybody with too much real estate. Make sure that they stay up as relatively long as they can. We see Smock and Nacho going at it a little bit just for that last bit of real estate. We have Yusuf running the rest of it out, and everybody, again, equal on purple. Yusuf might be able to steal a little bit of this purple over here. But, I mean, ultimately, it's not going to matter. Everybody's slow jumping and really good. So, sadly, you just have that going on. We have NRG and Yusuf playing nice with each other, just jump diving next to each other, as this part really doesn't ultimately matter, and, you know, really doesn't benefit you to cut each other off, you know, especially with that little left. So, again, we do have some people on blue. So, this is where if you can get some real estate, it would definitely be a help to you, but even then, it's not ultimately going to matter. So we have Lucille, we have NRGP over together. They both fall. We have now Smock and Karim together, playing nicely ultimately. Karim does fall. Smock and Yusuf now both up with a little bit of real estate, but I believe everybody else will be able to kind of match that. And, I mean, it's ultimately not going to matter. Smock now is down on blue, and Yusuf is fixed. Actually, Yusuf might be able to make some crazy jumps. We'll see. No, okay. Made a couple of gamer jumps, but that's about it. Yusuf taking this, opting to take this other side of blue, which appears to have less, but ultimately just to get their own real estate, just to have a little bit of an advantage to see where their best could drop. As being high ground can give you an advantage just to see where everybody else is, potentially drop down at the right spot. Unfortunately, NRGP is still up for Yusuf. NRGP actually jumping back over, getting the better end of that. Yusuf barely, we got a crazy, you know, a gamer jump right there. And Yusuf surviving this, and Nacho and Lucille all together, running each other out ultimately. Yusuf deciding to just go ahead and jump down. We'll see what happens here. And everybody now down. Lucille looking like they're going to have the most on a real estate, as well as Yusuf. Smock. Oh, Smock with the grab on Yusuf. Wow, that was a great grab by Smock on Yusuf. We have Karim with a lot of yellow. Karim could actually easily take this game with the amount of real estate. We'll see. Karim somehow taking a lot of yellow, absolutely just slow diving it to the best of their ability. So, I mean, literally the best bet for Karim is that everyone runs each other out. We'll see what happens. And we'll see kind of what happens. Smock looking like a lot of real estate, but I believe Karim can still jump over there. Karim gonna make the jump, can make the jump over. It's Smock and Karim's game. It looks like we have someone else. Oh, Yusuf with a little bit of real estate left. I believe Karim has the favorable amount of real estate. Actually, maybe Smock does. I can't tell. And I believe Yusuf will be out. Yusuf is out right there. If Smock can make this one jump, I don't know if it's jumpable, but if he makes it, it'll be a lot closer than it looks. I don't think he does, and it's not close enough, so Karim will take the win right there. GG's, and Karim will take the win. So, GG's. GG's to Karim. Well played, getting the bigger amount of real estate, and Smock getting the lesser. And then Karim will take the win there. So Karim getting 2 total points for that final. And we will wait to make sure everyone's here. I will wait to confirm for my mod, waiting for Game 5. We will be going into a gauntlet. For Games 5 and 6. So be prepared. It's going to be all race maps. For Game 5 coming up. So guys, again, welcome on in everybody who's watching, who's competing. All that good stuff, guys. Welcome on in. I hope y'all are doing well. Thank y'all so much for being here, hanging out. I appreciate it. So, I mean, you know, you'll see how it goes. And then, good to go for Game 5. And we're good to go. We have 21 players. So, we get 21 people. So, 19 competitors. And I'm going to be starting Game 5. Good luck, everyone. Have fun. We have Jashin in the lead still with 9 points. We have Flash with 6 points. We have Yusuf now, who is very close. 3rd place. Very close to 2nd, but at a 3rd place at 5.5 points. Kato with 4.5. Casey Bomb with 3.5. Coming in with 5th place so far right now. We have Nacho at 3 points. Still very liable to make a run. Always liable to make a run. Nacho is a very just good, scary competitor to play against. So as this will be a as this gate crash will be a gauntlet. You probably won't see a hard mode, but you do see some Bonkuses and Yeetuses, so this will be very interesting for whoever's competing for first, but sadly, we're probably gonna have a bad view, but we'll see. We'll kind of see what happens and go from there. Zypru with 7th place with 3 points, and then Otaku with 2.5 as well. So gonna do my best to fall behind as I'm already throwing. But Karim kind of far back, which in a gate crash, if you're far back, that's probably rough. Trying to get the best view I can. We're gonna get a view. NRGP getting first, trying to not get away. So NRGP with another point. And then Idrigesk with a point as well. So Idrigesk will now have 2.5 points. And NRGP will have... I'm trying to see if they will have another point or if that is their point. So anyway, guys, thanks for all the follows coming in. I appreciate y'all so much. Thanks for being here. I appreciate y'all. I hope everyone's having a great day today. And sorry, I'm just like commentating at this point, just messing around. My headspace, like my headache is it's better. I took some, you know, ibuprofen this, you know, a little bit earlier, but yeah, so my headspace is a little clouded today, but we ultimately chilling, so I just appreciate you guys being here and everything like that. So then we will get to spectate, and as it is a seesaw, this is just unfortunate. This is just a really unfortunate map for everyone all the way around, honestly. So a lot of checkpoint spawns. Kato gets the favorable checkpoint spawn, in my opinion. We'll see what the checkpoint spawn does this time. We have a lot of checkpoint spawns per usual. We get Kato getting the favorable checkpoint spawn again, it looks like. I believe that's Nacho on the other side. Maybe being better off, like, getting the checkpoint spawn on that side. We have a lot of people on the right side who it's going to be a struggle, potentially, to not fall down. No, it looks like everyone's playing well, so nobody's going to fall down, but the right side was a little bit rougher to play on. It looks like Nacho somehow actually took a lead. Must have ran it slightly better than Kato, but will Nacho be able to hold their lead? It's going to be down to Nacho and Kato. Who will take it? I believe it'll be Nacho, and it is Nacho to take the win. And as it's split on two sides, we'll see if anybody gets last place here. So, again, everybody waiting at the finish line. Who's going to go? Literally, like, enough people there. And we have almost Ashley getting last, but it's Lucille getting in last place there. GG's to Lucille for getting in last place. You do see Lucille getting a lot of points in every fall fry, so very close there. And you had plenty of people at the finish line on both ends to make for 12. So that was just, I mean, a lot of skill, but also a lot of luck. So, you know, as is getting for last place, especially in that environment. So very close. Nobody was just going for it. And then you just kind of ultimately see who's willing to kind of hold out and risk not qualifying, or either who wasn't paying enough attention, as is my case in Pro Palooza 3 in full tilt, where I'm just not paying attention. So, yeah. But ultimately, we'll see how it goes. And we do have a slime climb. So, the one interesting part of the slime climb... Oh, we got the button! Oh, we don't have a Yeetus, though, so it's not really gonna... The button has caused some issues in the past, so ultimately it's gonna be who gets first place here, and then we're gonna see that last place chaos if anybody dies here. Or throws, potentially. We got the spring trap. Nobody gets hit by the spring traps there. So, looking good here. Kato and Jashin fighting first place is what it looks like. Oh, no. It looks like Jashin will hold the lead here. Let's see if Jashin can get all these shortcuts. Smock not too far behind. But Jashin... Oh, Smock just beautifully playing this map. Let's see. Does he get the... Jashin doesn't get it. Smock gets it. Smock's going to be going for the hammer. Does he get it? Smock gets the hammer, but... Oh, no. And Flash... It looks like Smock will be taking first place here. Assuming Smock just doesn't throw. And Smock waiting at the finish line, just being very careful. Doing a little emote, just flexing just a little bit, but taking the first place. So Smock getting a point, and now not having to worry about either placing last place or just qualling or whatever the case is. So we'll see ultimately if everybody quals here. We'll see what happens. Everybody gonna wait for last. I mean, there's honestly, you know, and you're gonna see some people trying to push people in. Nacho might get pushed in here, almost gets pushed in, but just barely not. If it would have had some help with double popping, I mean, the play here is to low-key just help each other double pop. But you also see the button sometimes will kill people here and there. But we'll see. Nacho actually gets desynced into the finish line, I believe is what it looks like. So we have Nacho falling, which does also, though, mean that Nacho does get to make it to the next round. So not the worst thing ever. At least you don't die. So we have Zypher trying to desync people off, jumping on the button, which isn't the worst idea ever. You know. We'll see it happens because you do see people, Zypher almost getting knocked into the finish. And literally everybody will be going for last. We have Kato down below. Huh. Okay, Kato is down below, and I don't know what was going on there. Zypher messing with Kato's head a little bit, but doesn't do anything about it, just chilling. Everybody literally waiting on the yellow pole. Everybody being pretty nice, like pretty laid back and chill. You don't see too much grabbing. You see a couple people now. You see Flash kind of grabbing at Jashin a little bit, as Flash and Jashin are the top 2 competitors. So Flash getting Jashin out would be not the worst thing in the world for Flash. But again, so much game is going on. That's not necessarily the best idea. And NRGP getting last place. I don't think anybody died there, actually. So, but NRGP looking like they get last place. So, really well played by everybody. So, you know, let's go to everybody. So, usually you'll see 1 or 2 people die, but in Slime Climb by messing up or whatever. But everybody was on the yellow, or they jumped in and qualled, and really well played by everybody. NRGP slightly got the better timing on it, or, you know, just got the better timing, barely qualled last second. So GG's to them, but also GG's to everyone for making it to the next round. We do have a DoorDash coming up, which is just, you know, it's DoorDash, so, you know. You know, every Fall Guys player knows what I'm talking about. Everybody who's played Fall Guys know what I'm talking about. We do have a Yeetus at the end, which means you pretty much have to take Yeetus, or you have to literally be in the very front and give up first place, which, again, if you're in the very front, probably won't do that. So we'll see what happens. We got Zycor, we've not spectated today. Zycor has played in a couple of Fall Fries. I believe has placed 3rd place in a Fall Fries before. But, you know, has consistently played, like, you know, gotten a lot of points, has been, you know, very much in contention for top 5 the couple of times he's played in it. There's Zycor, very great player in the community. Very scary player to play against. Not someone you want to see in your main show lobby when you're just trying to vibe. Definitely. Don't really want to see any of these people in my main show lobbies when I'm trying to grind for crowns. But Zycor going for the right side, not getting it. And it's going to be a madhouse for who gets. NRGP getting another first place. And literally we have Flash right over the finish line, or right near the finish line, but Flash not getting in, which is huge for Jashin and Yusuf and Kato. And Yusuf's actually not in anymore in this particular round. But again, you do have a long way to go, but it is good. And Jashin's not in anymore in this round as well. We have Kato in, though, as well. So it looks like we have everybody. We have the top 3 competitors actually eliminated at this point. And so Kato is the top player that's even left at this point. So we'll kind of see what happens. And again, anything with scoring, please feel free to utilize the game day chat in the Discord that the competitors can see. Just feel free to utilize that. My mod will take a look and, you know, we'll go from there, you know, and let me know if there's any issue after that. My mod's amazing and he'll do what needs to be done. And we do have another Hexagon, which, you know, again, we do have Kato getting some bit of real estate right here, but ultimately, I mean, it always helps to get some high ground, but as you see, like, you know, Yusuf getting the high ground last game for most of the game, and it just ultimately not mattering. So, you know, we'll see kind of what happens here as we get Kato, you know, just kind of diving around. We'll kind of move around a little bit on the competitors if we can. Lucille, we had a lot of purple over there, so Nacho now is up, but we have Lucille over here just kind of running out. Again, everybody just playing slow, playing methodically, trying not to make overly too many enemies or anything like that, except for Smock, who's just like, nope, I'm just gonna grab somebody down to make my life easier. So we always have Smock just with the, you know, with the grabs, which you love to see because Smock's just gonna be a competitor about it. Smock getting grabbed by Idra Guest getting actually a really great grab. We have Lucille and Nacho going after it, but unfortunately Lucille falls down after that grab from Nacho. We have Zycor running out a little bit down here. We have Idra with a lot of on orange, and we have Kato just now falling to blue. So we actually have a little bit of split. I mean, we have like people on 3 different levels of Hexagon, which you don't usually see like at this point in Hexagon. So very interesting to see. And you know, you see everybody else is kind of now at this point being smart. And again, most people are probably realizing, like, as they're looking around counting, that someone is still up. So we'll see. One more blue for Idrigas, but Idrigas is now back on purple. So everybody's pretty much even at this point now, with maybe 1 or 2 on yellow, who probably got a bad dive or something like that. We have Lucille grabbing Nacho, and Lucille and Nacho just going at it. But Lucille looking like they have the best amount of real estate at this point, is what it looks like. With Idri and Samak going down at the same time on their last tile, grabbing down. And getting down to yellow, we see Zycor running a lot of this out. And Nacho barely jump diving, surviving. Nacho getting a little bit of yellow, but knowing it's not going to be the most amount, but at least knows. Smock getting grabbed down by Subtopper, either grabbing Subtopper and just getting eliminated. We do have a little bit on purple left, I believe. But this yellow is going to be pretty much eaten, and it's going to be even at this point. It's going to be ultimately who can get the most amount of real estate and who can just make it work ultimately. And I believe that is the case at this point. That is the case. We have Subtopper in a final round. Subtopper barely surviving right there. Subtopper trying to get over here, but Idrigas and Subtopper will be competing. Zycor having a shit ton of real estate, but Nacho's over there with them. We have Subtopper and Idri now battling for this last little bit of blue on their end, and I believe that's going to be it for them. Smock goes down, unfortunately, for Smock. Let's see. So Nacho and Zy... Oh, Kato looking like they have a lot of real estate. Wow, this is going to be a really close jump dive battle between it. Looks like Kato and Nacho. Let's see who gets it. And I believe Zycor and Lucille will both go down after this last tile. And I believe Kato will take the dub. Kato has, I believe, 1 extra tile. And as it comes down to, Kato does have the 1 extra tile. So Kato will be taking the win right there. So GG's. And that'll be putting Kato either squarely... I believe squarely in 2nd place. But we'll wait for the moderator to update and make sure everything's all good to go. And we will be going into Game 6 coming up, which is going to be another gauntlet before we go into 3 more hard modes after that. So we'll see what happens. We will wait for our moderator to confirm everything and be ready to go. And it looks like we're going to be good to go for Game 6. So everything's good to go, guys. Again, if anybody has any issues or any points or anything related to the rules or anything like that, please feel free to go in the game day chat. Or best case, DM my moderator if there's any further anything, I can take a look myself, but we can go from there. So guys, again, welcome on in, everybody. Appreciate everybody for coming in and all that good stuff. We're gonna get started with Game 6. Good luck, everyone. Have fun. And as it stands, these are updated points at this point. Jashin with 9 points in 1st place still. Jashin kind of leveling out on the points, but still being able to maintain a lead at 9 points. Kato now is 2nd place with 6.5 points. We have Flash at 6 points. We have Yusuf at 5.5. We have Nacho and NRGP tied at 5th place at 4.5 points. So still a pretty close game, especially from that 2nd to kind of tied for 5th place. You have a pretty dang close game, but Jashin is not unreachable. We do have a Night Fever coming up, guys, for this gauntlet, Game 6 gauntlet round. So again, good luck to everyone here, and we'll see what happens. But, yeah, and then I'm going to try to trail behind as soon as everyone kind of goes. Here, nobody spawned. Beautiful. We do have a couple people, unfortunately, spawning in the back. Or spawning back and not getting the best of situations. Okay, that's my bot. We do have Yusuf getting in 1st place, so Yusuf will be getting another point there, building into a tying for 2nd place at this point, depending on who places last. Obviously, we'll see what happens. And everyone goes in, and Fatherless, which would be Zyfru on the screen. Zyfru getting another point, getting up to 4.5 points. Yusuf, yeah, indeed. confirmed now tied for second place with Kato now. So, and I believe Jashin is out. So first place competitor is now out of this particular round. So it makes room for potentially second, third, fourth place to like make a run, you know, for anybody to make a run, get a lot closer to first place. So. Screw last. But now, you know, last place is fun, but it's also yeah, it's crazy. So we got Smock, the White Bean legend, the slightly salty OG member. For me, you know, just a real big homie and just an amazing person. Again, was a Vegas competitor, was Rescue Royale finalist competitor. Hung out with Smock in Vegas. Such an amazing dude. I'm unbelievably blessed to have met him in person. All that good stuff. And we got Casey Bomb. We're gonna spectate Casey for this Whirly gig, as I believe I've not been able to spectate Casey this game. So we will be spectating Casey, who has put up several points in this game, in this Fall Fries already. So always very possible for Casey to make close to a top 5. But so many gamers today. Casey doing well on the fan and making the big fan jump. So will at least look like she will be in position to at least get to the finish line, but she might go for last. We'll see her playstyle. We got Zypher getting another first place. And Casey Bomb will go ahead and qual. So GG's to Casey Bomb and welcome on in. And again, thank you for the Smock Loki going for last place. And we got Subtopper getting in last place right there. But Zypher getting first place. So Zypher getting more points. So Zypher building up in the leaderboard now, I believe up to 5th place if that score is accurate, up to date, I mean. And then I believe Subtopper getting in Subtop getting in last place, getting a point there, so getting a little bit more points on the leaderboard. So we'll see what ultimately happens here. We do have a ski fall coming up, which I don't believe we've seen all day. So it's always interesting in custom to see ski fall because there's like perfect runs, but then there's like runs that are okay. So it's just very interesting. We do have uses, which I like to try Udices on ski fall when I'm playing main show, but in a custom lobby, in a tournament, no thank you. Unless you're just that good at it, which if you're that good at it, then shout out to you. I've spectated this entire time. I haven't spectated Supa all day today. And so, oh, unfortunately, caster curse, but Supa kind of gets lucky and gets the spawn on a gold, so that actually might have worked out to Supa's favor. That might have actually been the perfect thing for Supa to, like, mess up, but then get the gold. So, Supa with 11. So, if Supa can make a good run, Supa should still qual. We got Otaku getting first place. Getting another point on the leaderboard. Oh, this is going to be really close for everybody. Oh, maybe not as close as I thought. Supa getting that qualifier. And then Nacho getting in last place. So, Nacho will build a point up, which is always scary for everyone. Nacho getting any points are always scary because, again, as y'all know, Nacho very capable of just getting, like, a ton of points in one game. So, Nacho, you're, like, if Nacho's even, like, 6 points away from first place, like, you should be scared. You should be scared. That's why you never say, no, you know, anything's possible. And, you know, anything's possible with just about any competitor, but Nacho has literally proven time and time again that they can make, like, 6 points consistently in one round. So we'll see how that goes. But, and now we do have a Freezy coming up. So we got these Season 3 maps coming up as of right now. Just playing, but we'll see what kind of happens. And I do try to spectate. I do try to move around who I spectate, but I don't always succeed. And obviously when the rounds get closer to the end, you know, you always kind of want to spectate who's, you know, kind of up in the leaderboard and all that. We do have Subtopper spectating now, but Subtopper getting screwed over by the snowball, unfortunately. But you never know. Just don't give up, especially on a Freezy, as most people in the front are going to be, you can't really do a jump dive over anything. It looks like Subtopper is chilling in the back, but never out of it. You know, but we'll see what happens with Subtopper. We got Otaku. Oh, unfortunately getting hit by the flipper, and that's what I'm saying. Like, man, it is so hard to jump dive. Unless you're that far out. Nacho getting hit by the flipper. I believe Nacho may be out now. Jupik getting the shortcut. NRGP getting the shortcut, but it looks like Jupik will getting first. Oh, NRGP falls, but should still be qualing. Or at least getting to the finish line. Excuse me. We got Jupik getting in first place, so GG's. Nice run. Supa was apparently right behind him, and I did not see that. we do have everybody kind of going for last at this point. I believe there are enough people out, and Nacho getting last place. Nacho coming in with another point. As I said, Nacho can just come out of nowhere, and we do have we did have, I believe, both of those people who didn't qual were right near the finish line, so very close. And Nacho got flipped off, but still qualled and got last place, so GG's to GG's to Nacho right there for making the comeback, being patient, and getting away with it. And we do have a royal fumble for a final coming up here, guys. So no spam diving absolutely allowed at all, you know. I mean, you know, you get the, you know, you like dive immediately like once, you know. It's fine, but like a spam diving is not allowed. Technically, the pole jump is allowed because you can defend against it and you can knock somebody off if you know what you're doing. So that is allowed. It is something that everybody can learn and equally defend against. Unlike the spam dive where it is not, you cannot really defend against it. So everyone will be kind of standing over there, making sure that nobody can go for that pole jump. Zypher getting a clean look at it. Zypher getting on top. We will go over to spectate Zypher now, as they were. But again, everybody's good enough to do it, and there's plenty of time. Subtopper and Kato almost getting him off. And I'm sure Zypher will get knocked off at some point. But if they don't, GG's. And again, everybody teaming up. Yeah, he gets knocked off, and that's what I'm saying. It is defendable. It's not, you know, it's not the best way to play, but it is defendable against. And I do allow, I allow basically every exploit except Frame 1s because it's unfair and it's hard to defend against Frame 1s. So, we got Subtopper potentially making the pole jump. Does not get it. You get a pole jump late enough, though, and nobody's able to knock you off. That is the play. We got Zypher now making a run for it on the side. I mean, 28 seconds, plenty of time, but we'll see. But we'll see. Nacho with the tail currently. Nacho diving back on, but Subtopper's gonna grab it as he stands back up. But Nacho grabs it back from him. Trying to get the best view, but it's so hard to know what's gonna happen. Nacho. Oh, Zypher barely getting it. Oh, Zypher getting stuck. Kato might. Oh, Zypher. Oh, Nacho. Nacho gets a win at the last second. Wow. GG's to Nacho, and Nacho coming in with like several points in the round. I'm not sure how many, at least 4 points in that round in total. We will have scores being updated and looking around to make sure. And we do have Game 7 coming up, y'all. We do have Game 7 coming up. We are going to wait for our mod to give us confirmation. Dang, that's unfortunate. And we are good to go on for Game 7, but I do need to switch it to hard mode. So again, Game 7, and the next 3 rounds, including this one, will be hard mode. So good luck, everyone. Have fun. We will be starting a hard mode. We do have a Game 7 coming up. We have Nacho barely behind Jasha now, 8.5 points. That's a scary feat. Nacho could very well come out and win Fall Fry, like, you know, and win this Fall Fries in the last, you know, 4 games coming up. So we'll see what happens. But we have Jashin in first place still with 9 points. Haven't gotten a single point in the last couple of rounds, but yet still in first place. So Jashin, all Jashin needs to do is just get a couple of points in the next few rounds, and they'll be looking square away. We do have a tiptoe in the first round, which is just horrible. And then we have Kato in third place, a little bit further behind, but still very much able to make a comeback and make it work at 7 points. We have Yusuf at 6.5, Flash at 6, and Zypher at 6. So a tie for 5th at this point, but then the top 4. So again, we will have a lot of people spawning in, and Mediocre is the smart moderator that he is in the back corner. So I'm going to join him, except do it on my side. Jashin getting another first place on Tiptoe. Unbelievable. Jashin is just unbelievably goated at Tiptoe, apparently. Like, teach me your ways. Like, do a tutorial and I'll watch it. Because I need to understand how Jashin is just 200 IQ. And again, we have a lot of people waiting for last, but we got this Bonkus at the end with them. So, a lot of people, like, respawning, trying to, like, go for last. But at this point, I mean, just qual. But I guess some people just think they're better at the game. They probably are, so who knows. But we'll see it. And then last place up there, Smock getting last place. right there, then Jashin getting another point. So Jashin will build his first place lead a little bit more, getting his first point in several games now, getting up to double-digit points, getting 10 points. Typically, to win Fall Fries, if you reach the 14-point threshold, that is usually the threshold where you win Fall Fries. From what I remember seeing, that is usually the first, kind of the point where if you get 14 points, you'll get first place. But again, don't count anything out. You never know. But that's usually kind of the threshold for getting first place. So we'll see if Jashin can kind of get near there or near there. But you never know. I mean, you could have 2 people absolutely pop off and get there. But that's usually what I've seen. If you get up to 10 points, you usually will be able to place. That is usually kind of the threshold for the top 5. So Jashin has probably guaranteed himself in the top 5. We do have a survival coming out. Anybody who jumps off within the first 5 seconds, 15 seconds, excuse me, will get a free point. Jashin taking the point. Flash taking the point. Idri taking the point. And I missed one. But our moderator will take care of it. Lip. And then, yeah, which is Flash. Yeah, I got that. So, but at this point, the 15 seconds will be up at this point. So anybody who dies now will be out officially. But Jashin will now have 11 once it's updated, as I saw Jashin jump off. So Jashin, yeah, as seen, will now have 11 points. So again, Jashin just getting that much closer, a few more points, and very likely to win Fall Fries. Anything can happen, guys. I mean, I'm not saying, you know, a threshold is just based on past history. It doesn't mean anything. But I would say with 11 points, he probably does guarantee himself a top 5 placement in Fall Fries. But you never know. We'll see how it happens. We'll see kind of what happens. Oh, Smok for getting very unlucky and barely survives. That is unbelievable. And so very, very, very close. And as we take a look around, we got Yusuf, we got NRGP in, we got Nacho, of course, in, the Fall Fries legend. We got Ultra. We got Jupic in still. We got Subtopper. We got Supa guy. Supa, of course, still in. I'll never forget Supa's name. I mean, sitting there in Vegas and having my headset off, watching those competitors play in that Jump Showdown. And when Supa griefed Triumph and everybody was going wild and everybody was like, Supa, Supa. Like, it was wild, y'all. Everybody who was in Vegas knows exactly what I'm talking about. A moment I'll never forget. Like, Supa was popping off. But, and there's 10 games per usual in these Fall Fries tournaments. And so, we got plenty of time. But, yeah, Supa's coming into the chat. The legend himself coming in. And yeah, the whole event felt unreal. I mean, I didn't even, like, I thought, like, me making Vegas, like, it didn't even feel real until I was literally sitting in that arena. I'm like, oh, I guess this is happening. Like, it was totally unreal. So, again, see if anybody takes the dive within the first 15 seconds. It looks like everybody's staying in at this point. So, I believe the 15 seconds pretty much will pass at this point. So, you know, again, everybody going in, so... You know, we got Smok again. Also, speaking of Vegas, again, was in Vegas. Everybody knows, you know, me and Smok, you know, go way back and know each other really well. Real homies. A lot of my chat as well. All that good stuff. We got Yusuf, brand new to Fall Fries, but not brand new to the Fall Guys community. Very well known in Dr. Smooth's stream. Of course, everybody knows that. What a freaking legend he is. The Pink Bean. We got NRGP here, who has did really well in the last Fall Fries. I believe placed in the top 5. I believe placed 4th. So, GG's. We got Nacho, of course, the Fall Fries legend, literally coming in. My first Fall Fries was like, hey, can I compete, blah, blah, blah. And turns out, came out of nowhere from, at least from what I knew about Nacho. Literally not knowing Nacho to being like, man, Nacho's literally probably the scariest player in Fall Guys history, but definitely in Fall Fries history, definitely in Fall Fries. Any format like this, Nacho's gonna be scary in now. I mean, Nacho's just unbelievably amazing at this Fall Fries tournament. Ultra Comunista, which again, their first place that they did earn in that in one of the Fall Fries tournaments, they were extremely cracked. Kind of came out of nowhere too a little bit, and just absolutely just killed it. So again, congrats to them. Congrats to anybody who wins first place in any tournament. I mean, that's huge. I still haven't done that myself. Gotten close, but haven't done it. Would still love to. Ultra grabbing Smok a little bit. We got Jupic in there for their first ever Fall Fries tournament. I believe tried to compete in Mediocre's mini entry, which again, thank you to Mediocre. Mediocre paid for ultimately 7 entries. Paid for 7 people's entries by running a free, you know, a free to enter, you know, just, you know, a chance to win free entry into Fall Fries. So a lot of these competitors got free to enter because they were, because they won Mr. Mediocre's, mini version of Fall Fries, basically, and it was a lot of fun. I wish I could have played in it low-key, but, you know, obviously, like, you know, it's for free entry, but, it was fun as heck. So, shout out to Mr. Mediocre, who's running all the scores and taking care of the moderating stuff, guys. Mr. Mediocre is just freaking amazing, so shout out to him. So, yeah, and that's pretty much a roll-off. So, again, nobody quals. Great map, Tonic, good shit. So, let's go. So, we're just chilling, ultimately. Now, I will say, if there was one less competitor, that would have been perfect, because I could have been 19th place. That would have been perfect. That would have been legendary, but it's fine. So, ultimately, again, we still have Jashin in first, Nacho. And Nacho's still alive. Jashin took the free point in the last survival map, in the Snowball Survival, to guarantee 4 more points. Again, once you get that 10-point threshold, it is very typically going to be a top 5 finish if you get double-digit points in a Fall Fries. But, again, anything can happen. So, we'll kind of see how it plays out. We got Kato, 1.5 points behind Nacho at 7, tied with Flash and Zypher. So, we got a tiebreaker for 3rd place right now. We got a Slime Climb coming up. And we got a Penguin. Oh, yeah, I was potentially talking about adding where if you qual with a Penguin, you get, like, an extra point or something. Or, like, 2 points or something for the round or something. You know, in addition to, you know, any other points. But that's not a thing right now. So, unfortunately, that's not a thing. But I potentially thought about adding that just for fun, just for shits and giggles more than anything, chat. But, you know, but we'll see. And ultimately, who's in first place right now? Yusuf looking like they're in first place. Gets the hammer jump. Smock does too. It looks like Yusuf will place first unless they throw on the hammer, which they don't. So Smock will take the safe route just to be safe. Probably will wait one more rotation. So GG's to Yusuf playing absolutely perfectly. Smock almost getting another first place, as I believe Smock placed first on the Slime Climb we played in last time. So again, ultimately, nobody's probably going to take Yus, or maybe 1 or 2 who just want to go ahead and qual, and then everybody's going to go for last. So everybody's just going to kind of chill and wait and see. Not an overly hard variant. You might see someone die or 2. You see Smock getting some grabs of course, but, you know, we'll see. So we'll ultimately see, again, everybody who's in here watching for Fall Fries. I appreciate y'all so much, all the support, all the love, especially when the game is slowly dying. You know, we got the new season coming up in a week and a half. Was it the 21st? It'll be in 10 days from now, I guess. Wow, 10 days. Yeah, so like 10 days from now, we'll be playing the new season. And, you know, it'll be fun to play some new maps, get the Xbox players in there, definitely. Especially for me, getting Xbox players, getting some IRLs of mine. And so I'm really hyped for it coming out on Xbox finally. But, coming out on the Switch, just, you know, I'm really hoping that this game starts to go in a better direction. But, you know, I kind of lost hope, but I appreciate everybody who still supports and still plays in Fall Fries, you know, despite everything going on and all that good stuff. So guys, I just appreciate y'all so much. We got Nacho just patiently waiting on the yellow pole, going to try to go for last place. We got Supa down below, you know, we got a little bit of grab battle going on. We got Ultra now getting on the top of the yellow, waiting. Subtopper opting to go for the other side. Smock being grabby. Smock just like, nope. So Smock gonna go on the yellow pole. Oh, Smock, oh my gosh. Yo, the grab battle. Smock getting in last place, and Supa and Ultra not qualling. But Smock getting in last place with those grabs. The Subtopper does not die. That's crazy. So we do have 2 deaths there from people trying to place in last this time, unlike last time. So that is the 2 deaths right there. Unfortunately with Slime Climb, I wish that almost you could speed up the slime, you know, like get it sped up and just like, but like I do kind of like going for, like, seeing everybody go for last place on Slime Climb. I do think that's entertaining. I think it's a fun thing to have in this tournament. So I do like Slime Climb for that reason, but it's just, you know, the first part of it's just kind of rough other than going for first place. So that's the only thing. But Smock barely getting in second, you know, excuse me, barely getting in second place, but still managing to get that last place point. So, and let's see if anybody jumps off within the first 15 seconds. So far, nobody's doing it. And I do have a clock by my mod. And it looks like everybody's going for the win. Because at this point, I think 15 seconds is going to be gone. So, I respect it, though. I respect it. I think a lot of people here do, too, though. So, a lot of respect. So all these players, again, very good players, all thinking they have a shot at winning, which everybody does, but, you know, we got Nacho in here. Nacho getting the win would be not good for Jash, and Nacho getting the win would be a very close, you know, set for first place at that point. And obviously not good, as Nacho tends to get a lot of his points in, like, the last game, so Nacho being in closer position to getting first would not be good for everybody else who even remotely has a chance. And Smock getting a horrible, like, desync, either by a grab or whatever the case. Yusuf, a very great player. Himself, again, like, very well known. Everybody's very well known here, honestly. Like, in RGP in this final, nobody has died yet. And we are down to 2 platforms, and they are together, which is great for just, you know, no one having to bar jump, etc. And we do have the blowdown, though, so we will have some interesting rotations. We'll see what happens. So Yusuf and Nacho opting to wait last second, not making a grab on each other. I mean, the play is to kind of wait and to get just a tap grab or 2, you know, just be strategic about it, because there's honestly, like, I mean, I get the passive, you know, why everybody waits so long, but it's just a lot riskier as it goes on, you know. Then also, if you try to grab, you know, you start getting targeted, so it's just very rough. But we do have a blowdown, so that makes it really rough. Nacho having a bit of a rough time, at least looking like on the screen, but still easily being fine. Probably more desync than anything, to be honest. But very sweaty. So we'll kind of see what happens. Yeah, nobody dying yet. Literally everybody playing so cautiously, but which is fine. I mean, you know, it's 5 minutes of a round, and the blowdown gets kind of crazy, so. They just have to keep in mind the time at some point, just making sure they don't time out, but I know they got quite a bit to go, but it's definitely getting pretty late in this jump, and nobody's died yet. Nobody's grabbing. I mean, Nacho knowing they have to win. Yusuf still very much, I mean, Yusuf actually in 3rd place, so Yusuf winning would be very huge for Yusuf, getting ahead of Nacho, getting in 2nd place. And actually, stand corrected, I believe the finals points are in, so it'll be an additional 1.5 in addition to what they have now, I believe. NRGP is out. First player to go out in this jump. It's extremely sweaty. I believe one person? Nope. Looked like Jupic had gone out right there, but the desync was just made it look like it, but in reality was fine. Smock barely going to get that rotation right there, but just fine. Right, Nacho over here. Yusuf! Nope, Yusuf dying. Yusuf barely surviving, but then dying. Subtopper's out now due to Jupic. So it is now Nacho, Jupic, and Smock remaining. Jupic going for Smock. Getting not the worst ever, like, grab, like, rotation, but unfortunately not getting it for Jupic. But, Smock surviving the grab. So, literally, you know, Nacho playing it carefully. Oh, going for Smock! Finally getting the grab on Smock. Just perfectly timing it. Oh! And Jupic taking the win. That is huge for anybody who is trying to place in the top, you know, 3-4 for Nacho not winning. But, and huge for Jashin especially, but unfortunate for Nacho. But we do have Jupic getting the win there, so GG's. Very cute animation there at the end with that. So we will have game 8 coming up, another hard mode, guys. And once we confirm that we will be good to go, we should have 21 in, so I don't know if anybody has dipped out. We do have 19 sitting in the lobby, we should have 21. So, you know, we do potentially have people who don't play after a few games or whatever, but it is what it is ultimately. And we will be good to go. I just want to make sure. And I mean, I think there might have been a couple people who have dipped, but we have 19 points, so ultimately, or 19 players. I think we will go ahead and get started. So, as I don't see any kind of communication or anything like that, but good luck, everyone. Have fun. We do have a hard mode coming up, and it will be game 8, I believe. And it will indeed be game 8 coming up. And so again, as you see in the chat, you know, once every like 3 minutes or so, and if you do exclamation point scores, you can actually see the Fall Fries leaderboard actively, the rankings. You can see it in your own window if you'd like, and you can also see individual round and game scores, like by round, by game scores for each competitor. You can actually see that in a tab in that sheet as well. And so feel free, you guys, to look at that, take screenshots, whatever you want to do to make it work. So feel free to do that and make it work, guys. So yeah, we're gonna be trying to be following close behind just to get a view of everything. Looks like Kato and Zyfru potentially. Let's see if I get flipped forward. So as we are seeing a hard mode, we will see these bonkuses. I'm trying to see the variant at the end. Oh, just very bad at the game. Karim getting knocked down right there. So Karim in the back, and it is not a hard mode at the end. It's just, well, you do have to see the watermelons and the small berries, but we do have Lucille getting first place. So Lucille getting on the board once again. And then we do have everyone waiting for last place. We got Ultra getting in last place in this round. So there we go, in Ultra quality. And let's kind of see who all is out right here. Karim and Yusuf. So Yusuf getting out is huge in terms of anybody in the top kind of 6, 7 potentially. But again, anybody's liable to come back and obviously make a comeback, definitely for the top 3. But we do have a very close Fall Fries, so anybody really can make a run. Yusuf very well could have made a run and still can, but Yusuf being out in that first round is going to make it very difficult for Yusuf to make a run. We do have, I believe, we do still have Jashin and Nacho in the game currently, and Kato is still, I believe, alive. Actually, where's Kato? Yeah, Kato's alive. Okay, Kato's repping. Okay. Taco, we got Casey. Let's go. Again, shout out to Casey. Thank you so much for the format. Ideas by hosting Throwpalooza. So much appreciated, but I will spectate someone else. Ultra, with, I believe, the last place in the Dizzy Heights. Ultra getting the head jump. Oh, ragdolling, but going to survive, luckily for Ultra. Unfortunate with the ragdoll there. Smock showing off a little bit. You know, and again, as it is hard mode on Block Party, you could have jumped off within the first 15 seconds and taken a free point, and I'm not sure if anybody did that, to be honest. But, at this point, if you die now, it's just game over. So you could very well see the hardest mode of hard in Block Party. And I really hope to see a hard mode at the end. I really hope that we see the absolute hardest mode at the end just for the content. So very rough. It's going to be a very rough time to play. And I mean, even in Vegas, we had everybody. And of course, hard mode Block Party had only been out for like a couple of weeks at that point. But even in Vegas, we had probably 16 people, including me. Like, everyone died except for, like, 3 people. So, even for comp players, the hardest mode Block Party would be really hard, especially when you're playing against a lot of other comp players. So, it's going to be very difficult. Again, Nacho's still in this round. Very liable to, again, get millions of points. We do have a hard mode at the end. Let's see if this is the hardest. It is the hardest mode at the end. We see some grabbing going on. Jupit getting grabbed. Not too much grabbing. Nacho looks like it looks like everybody may actually survive. I think everyone may have survived. And Jashin doesn't survive. I don't know, maybe the Jashin jumped off early. We may have had some people jump off early, but wow. So let's see, yeah, so Zyfru and Jashin jumped off. So, okay, so wow, everyone lived, so I mean, again, shout out to all these competitors for just living and making that work. Unbelievable. Like, unbelievable job. Well done by them. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I mean, these comp players, I mean, again, now the Block Party's been out for months and months and months. The hard mode. It's, I mean, these competitors are just unbelievable and amazing at playing. And, I mean, you see that with their skill. They all qualled together with everyone who's good at the game, with all those people qualling on that hard mode Block Party. So shout out to them. I mean, that's a really hard mode, and I mean, that's like, and like Casey Bomb falling, like everybody falling. So shout out to everybody in that round for falling. Like, unbelievable. So, let's see. Supa looks like they are in the front right now. But get screwed a little bit. Oh, Nacho getting the skip. Oh, there's Nacho. But Nacho getting unlucky in the low grab. Nacho is coming out ahead again. Oh, and Nacho gets screwed a little bit. Supa looking like they're in the lead, and now let's see if Supa can hold that lead. Supa and Nacho neck and neck. Nacho with the grab doesn't get it. Let's see. Supa just riding up. Nacho gonna try to take the bar. Nacho getting the jump, but it gets hit by the bar, and Supa will get that 1 point. So Nacho is prevented from getting another point. So Jashin is excited right now, seeing Nacho not get that extra point. Everybody really is excited to not see Nacho get that point, just because Nacho is in contention. And seeing Supa get it is at least a little bit better for everybody in terms of getting points right now. We do have Smock on the side, but farther down. Smock will have to eventually move up. We got Flash on the side, holding their arms out. So Smock gonna have to go over to him eventually. As you slowly do when you're standing on the side, you slowly drop down. Ooh, Smock drops down to the slime. So we'll see what happens. We got Otaku over here on the side. Ooh, Otaku getting grabbed down. Kato getting down now. We had someone die just now. I don't know what happened, but someone actually died. So I actually missed what happened, but someone actually died on the screen. So unfortunate for the person who died, but you gotta be careful. I mean, Smock could very well get grabbed here. Smock grabbing Kato. Kato and Smock low-key getting your grab battle. Now, I will note this. Kato is an extremely good player getting last place on Slime Scraper. Kato is, if not one of the best players at getting last place and getting this side jump perfectly. So Smock might be picking the wrong battle here, but we'll see. Kato easily getting the jump, not even worried about it. But it's up to Smock if he wants to go for it, but we'll see. We got NRGP further down. We got Ultra down here. Smock kind of going to the other side, grabbing NRGP down. Going to Ultra. Smock in between. Oh, they both died! Wow, okay, wow. Okay, so we only have 3 people currently going for last place. Kato is extremely good at going for last place. So we'll see if Kato, excuse me, we can get Kato. Kato's extremely good at getting last place. Let's see if Kato can do it again, or see if Otaku or NRGP gets it. And let's see if any of them don't fall from trying to go for last place. And Kato does get last place. As I said, Kato's extremely good at getting, yeah, I mean, extremely good at getting last place on Slime Scraper. Just proved that right there. Just made my point. So, I mean, thank you for making my point. Nah, but we'll see if, but we'll see what happens. And we do have a survival map coming up. Let's see if anybody decides to take the L or if they all play it out. It will be a hard mode jump club, so we should see 3-bar variant with fruit. So we shall see. And again, I believe we had like 3 people dying in that last Slime Scraper. Honestly, wasn't really paying fully attention. So Kato Scraper expert indeed. Yeah. So we do actually have several people left. We have 8 people left. We have a 3-person elim. We do have Casey Bomb taking the dive right there. We have Idrigus taking the dive right there as well. So we do have 2 people. So only 1 person to die without getting a point. Unless they jump off like right now, which I think, and I do believe the 15 seconds have passed, if I'm guessing. But Casey getting another point there. Casey in 10th place currently at 3.5 points. With that 9th place actually at 9.5. And then Idrigus coming in now at 7th place with 5 points. Potentially could make a run to the top 5. But right now the top 5 is currently held by ranks 1, 2, then tied for 3rd. 3 people tied for 3rd place. Nacho, I think, is out. Nacho is gonna get out. But Nacho is out. Wow. But yeah, so unfortunate for Nacho getting out there. But Jashin is sighing of relief right there for Nacho not being able to compete in the final for that half point, but also because Nacho's just an extremely good player, being able to get probably 2 points in that final. So Jashin breathing a sigh of fresh air real quick, just like, okay, I got another round to survive, potentially a Nacho comeback here. So Jashin very lucky right now. Kato is still in the round, so Kato very liable to get into second place with this final. Let's see if anybody takes the dive here in this final. It doesn't look like it. It looks like everybody's gonna play it out. Nope, we had NRGP diving down. So NRGP will get the full point for that round, while everybody else will play it out and have currently a half point, and then if anybody wins. Supa trying to cut everything off. I mean, again, with this little people, you're definitely gonna want to just cut everything off, and you're going to want to make sure there are not any timeouts. So you're just going to want to run it out, basically. I mean, that's really the strat. Just run everything out. But we'll see what how these competitors decide to play it out themselves. But we'll see. And we do have Jupik chilling on some blue, but having to drop down to orange now. So we got Supa. Again, Supa... The Fall Fries that Supa did win, I mean, everybody can agree that was one of the most deserved wins of Fall Fries history. Like, their first game that they won on, like, the first game that they won on Fall Fries, it was a split tile where Supa griefed practically everybody, and then bar jumped over and then got the last grief to win the game. And so, I mean, an unbelievable play. That was an unbelievable Fall Fries to watch. We got Otaku with a shit ton of orange up there, over there. Like, holy crap, I think it all connects, so I don't even know how you just get that much real estate in a custom lobby, but, I mean, at this point, you know, I don't think a 5 minutes is timeoutable. Like, I don't think it's going to time out. I don't think it'll be an issue, but, I mean, everybody else just got to be extremely careful because, I mean, Otaku just literally chilling now. Literally chilling. I mean, shoot. Otaku's probably going to be jumping all the way down to yellow at this rate. Or, no, probably not yellow. Everyone's jumping real slow, playing it real slow, so it looks like everybody's going to be on purple. Really is what it looks like. But nonetheless, really it's just unbelievably good. Just unbelievably slow jump. I mean, still a ton of orange left. And, yeah, I mean, at this rate, yeah, they're probably going to be jumping. I mean, if they're smart, they actually play to where they jump down onto the blue. And that's exactly what they're going to do. They're going to have, like, 5 more tiles on blue, and then literally just chilling. Let's go down and see if there's any action down here. Lucille and Supa going at it a bit. Kato getting a little bit of purple as real estate. Supa trying to get... Oh, and Supa Lucille gets a great grab on Supa. We do have Jupik getting quite a bit of purple on their end. And Lucille getting a little bit of purple. Gonna have to make that jump over quick. Does make that jump over. Supa running out all of Lucille's side, but Lucille's still very much able to make it down to the yellow. Supa just running out a lot of yellow, which is very risky at this point with as much real estate that is left. So let's see how Otaku decides to play this out right here. With Jupik on purple with quite a few left still. And then obviously on yellow. So everybody's going to be about equal. We have one person on blue already cutting off. Already trying to cut off an entire corner. Which would be low-key. A lot of people on yellow still, so this is going to be a very weird hexagon. We'll see how this plays out. We will see how this plays out, guys. And still a bit of yellow left. Lucille tried to get a premature cutoff on this blue tile to literally have everybody else battle it out. We'll see if that works out for him or if he left himself too little too late. Otaku cuts off Lucille. Lucille. And then we have, let's see, we have Jupik trying to low-key copy him, but I think it's still too much. Everybody trying to just carve out their own real estate. I think Lucille cut off too early and just too much too early. We'll see. Otaku almost getting grabbed down by Kato, but Otaku surviving. Otaku may... Oh my gosh, Otaku is in the air, but still living. And it looks like Lucille did cut off too much too early. Kato dying. Yeah, Lucille cutting off too much too early, unfortunately. If Otaku can make this real estate... let's see. We got Jupic. We got Supa having to cut off Jupic, but it's going to be close. Supa looks like they have more than Jupic. I don't think Otaku can make this jump. Does not make the jump. And it looks like Supa will take the dub here is what it looks like. And Supa does take the dub here. So just being able to get some real estate and everything else, and just well played by Supa. So GG's. And so we will see scores updated, of course, as we go. And we will be going to Game 9. It will be the last hard mode. It will be the last hard mode game of Fall Fries 10. So we will have that coming up, and we'll ultimately get closer to seeing who will be adding medals to their name, or either adding their name to the previous Fall Fries placement. So we'll see. And anybody with questions about points, feel free to go to that Google Doc and see if they got their points added, and if they have any questions, go into the game day chat. That's probably the easiest way to communicate that with our mod and making sure that it's good. And so we'll see what happens ultimately. And then we'll I believe we're gonna be good to go, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the next game. I want to make sure that everybody is, if anybody is not in that wants to be in, that is like paid and everything, make sure to communicate that as well, so I don't get started. And I believe we're gonna be good to go. So we will be going into Game 9, second to last game. So it's gonna be, we'll see what happens to set up Game 10. But good luck, everyone. Have fun. Let's do it. And again, thank you everyone for being here, being in the chat, hyping everybody up. I really appreciate y'all so much. Just the love in this community is just unbelievable, and I really appreciate y'all just being here and hyping each other up, and just having fun with the competition. I appreciate y'all so much. And we are going into Game 9 with a whirly gig. So again, as a hard mode, as we'll see. So we'll see different ending a little bit, more than likely, but we'll see what it looks like. We got the Yiddish, we got the Bonks is kind of in the middle, and we do, I wouldn't say necessarily a hard mode per se, or actually if it's fast spinning middle, it will be kind of hard. So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out, but you know. Brady, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the sub, man. Brady, thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate you. Have a great night and day, great day and night at work. Oh, we got Karim going for the shortcut, which is allowed, by the way. I mean, the only exploits that aren't allowed are the few that are listed. Oh, I might desync somebody. Oops. Not gonna talk about that. Nacho in the back, which could be good for anybody trying to place in the top 3, 4, 5, but yeah, I mean, still very, very liable to come back, especially with like the fan and the way it is. So gonna try to go down the side here, not mess anybody up. It looks like Jashin is in first. Oh no, Ultra's chilling up there, just trying to flex a little bit on everybody. So Ultra getting in first place there. Jashin going ahead and Cole and getting in second place. So we do got a little bit of a view of all these people going for last place. Nacho almost getting last, but it's Karim instead who gets last place here. So Karim getting a point, and then Ultra getting an extra point for themselves as well from getting first place. So, and we have a lot of people getting points here. I mean, we're literally seeing like the top 15 players all have 3.5 plus points, which may not seem like a lot, but getting 3 points in a Fall Fries format against these competitors are extremely difficult. So shout out to everybody for just playing unbelievably well on this. So good job to everybody. And we do have a block party coming up. I will not be surprised if we see a good amount of people jump off and die here. So if Jashin takes a point there, I mean, that 14-point threshold will be right in his sights. So I would assume if Jashin takes the jump, it's going to be literally 1 point off from basically by being that relative threshold. I would say 14.5 maybe, but 14 is kind of the threshold, but it's not guaranteed. I mean, you could see Nacho make a comeback, etc. So we see Zyfru, Yusuf, Jashin, Flash, Idri, yes, taking points, which a lot of those players are top players, and we will see Nacho, I don't think has ever taken a point on survival maps, so Nacho will not take a point. We see a lot of people surviving, though, obviously, to try to stay in and get points. And again, we will see a hard mode block party. We don't know if the ending will be the hardest mode or if it will be the second hardest, you know, the medium hard, but we'll see. And so And so Jashin will reach that 13 point. Will be able to get 13 points. So again, that kind of threshold, ultimately, you know, we'll kind of see. But let's see if Nacho can kind of get some points here, make it closer for first place, or see if Jashin can just kind of hold on to that lead. But Jashin definitely I mean, at this point, I would say Jashin is basically guaranteed a medal. So Jashin likely will be in the top 3. Again, anything can happen, but Jashin looking very good for a medal this game. So really just looking good for Jashin there. Nacho in this game. Let's see who's all in. Lucille is still in this block party. We got Ultra dying, so Ultra not even getting a point there. Very unfortunate for Ultra. Just not having the best day today. The Fall Fries that Ultra won, Ultra was popping off. We got Otaku still. We got NRGP. We got Nacho. We got Jupick. We got the medium hard variant. So everybody who's still alive is sighing in relief a little bit. Just thinking, okay, good. I should be qualing here. You know, barring some BS. So pretty much everybody will be qualing here. Everybody easily making the jumps. Everybody's in. Very good. Very easy. Well done by everybody. But, good stuff. But, I believe we might have had a death or two there in that block party. That was not a survival, but we also had a couple of those, points right there. So. Fucking fly, man. That's the way. But, nah, but guys, we'll see what happens next to see if it's a survival or a race. Well, it's a hunt, but it's treated as is a race. So ultimately, we'll see what happens here. We do see a lot of crazy things happen in Hoopsie Legends. So we'll see what happens here ultimately. We do have a gold hoop spawn in the middle, so we'll see who kind of gets there first. I'm going to try and see if I can potentially spectate somebody who's going for it, but we'll see. Subtopper trying to go for that guaranteed, but they don't get it. It's NRGP who gets it. Nobody on top yet. Okay, we got 2 people up top now. Let's see. Does Lucille or Jupick get it? Jupick gets the gold hoop, but they still got to get 1 hoop to guarantee that first place. Jupick struggling for first place. Jupick is not guaranteed for first place. I don't see where the other gold hoop is so far. And Jupick does secure first place, so Jupick getting a point there. NRGP securing a qualification, which likely will put NRGP into a final round, as next round will probably be a final round. So NRGP probably secured themselves to have a point, though. And a final round. I did miss who got 3rd place. We got Nacho with 1 last hoop remaining. Ooh, this is huge for Supa, and Supa gets the gold, and Nacho gets last place, and that's a point for Nacho right there, and that'll bring Nacho up to 10 points. Nacho just absolutely amazing at playing Fall Fries. Lucille and Otaku are the 2 that go down in this round. Supa with the huge clutch on that gold, is Supa literally only had 1 hoop that entire game. And then gets, oh my gosh, and we got Zosha coming in with a rate of 33. Welcome on in, Zosha. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in, everybody from Zosha's stream. I hope y'all are doing well. Zosha is an amazing person. Real quick, just want to, you know, thank you for the shout out. Of course, everybody go give Zosha a follow. A lot of people know Zosha from Dr. Smooth's community, is where she's well known from. But just an amazing person. So much fun playing Fall Guys with some very funny clips and all that good stuff. So welcome on in, everybody. I hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for popping in. Y'all are entering into the game 9, the second to last game. We will spectate Nacho, as Nacho does have the 2nd place. And with that, 0.5 points already added. So they could get 12 points if they get the victory. And of course, if there's a split, if there's a multi-crown, then the 1.5 points will be split amongst everybody. But there has to be proof, clip or screenshot proof that you won, that is, like, clearly shows that it's this game. Nacho getting really unfortunate. Subtopper, I think Subtopper is going to get the win. Oh, Subtopper's throwing! Not. There might be a triple crown. And so this is going to take a minute to get screenshot proof and clip proof. NRGP gets the podium, so NRGP does not need proof that there may be a triple crown, guys, on game 9, which will lower the points for Nacho if they did double or triple. That'll lower the points that Nacho is able to get. So I will be looking at scores actively, just making sure as we go into game 10, guys. I'm going to go ahead and update to game 10 and Gauntlet, and then I'm going to be just making sure on points specifically. So, NRGP, you got the podium. You're good to go. It might have been a triple, but we will wait like 2 minutes. before we add in scores for the winner. I mean, my mod can do it, but I'll take a look, guys, myself, just to make sure. Everybody, guys, just look, we're going to wait for a sec, confirm everything. We will be going to Gauntlet. I'm going to go ahead and switch that in the lobby. And then we will be going to our last game. So everyone from social stream, welcome on in. If there's any follows, I appreciate those follows. If there's anything that's coming in as well, I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you for coming in. I hope y'all are doing well. Had a great stream. Oh, okay. Yeah, Subtopper was... It looked like... With the ping, potentially. I mean, Subtopper, I don't know. It's just the ping, but... Wait, is that the PO? Yeah, that's NRGP's point of view. So we're just waiting to make sure. Okay. All right, sweet. Okay. And I will like a clip or a something at that game, but I do trust. Okay, so again, 1.5. So it would be additional point. I'm trying to like do math. Plus 0.75, so it'd be a 1.25 per person. Alright, so I've added the points. I would like Nacho to... you can do that. Yeah, we would like the video cut and edited because we do need proof at some point, but we will go ahead and add the points as I'm confirmed by my mod that... I did the points mediocre. It just showed it. So basically, it's like... It's So basically the points are, you divide the winning up points, so the winner's points, you know, among it is 1.5, so half of that is 0.75, so you divide that, that 1.5 by 2, which is 0.75, and they still get that additional 0.5 for making the final, so it's 1.25 points per the round. I added it in myself, mediocre, you're good to go. Okay, but yeah, mediocre says you're good. I think mediocre was watching Nacho stream. I trust it, but I will want a clippable evidence at the end of Fall Fries. You can do it later tonight or later today, but I will want clippable proof just for the integrity of Fall Fries, guys. You guys know that, but I believe we'll be good to go. I'm just going to make sure my mod confirms it with me. Once my mod confirms we're good to go, we're good to go. All right, he's good to go. All right, we're coming to the last game. Gauntlet Showdown. Good luck, everyone. Have fun. So, Jashin sighing a bit of relief, at least, that Nacho... at least double crown, so it was a little fewer points for Nacho. But Nacho almost would have lost that game entirely. So unfortunate for Jashin there, and unfortunate for anybody Yusuf and Zyfru potentially for coming back placing second. So we will have a close battle for first place potentially. So we have Jashin and Nacho very close for first place. So we shall see what happens. So all good to go. But yeah, I mean, it definitely looked like a double crown, but I just like the proof, you know? I just like the proof. So, you know, I mean, as would anybody, honestly. You know, it's just for the integrity of Fall Fries for anybody. Because there are some people, you know, that you trust and everything, but you just never know. So, you just want it well around. So, that's all it really comes down to. So, we got our last game of Fall Fries for the day coming up. And it is Gauntlet, so no survivals will be seen. So, let me, like, not do the shortcut. We're going to try to catch up, but this is going to be brutal. So we're not going to see first place, unfortunately. So very bad map for spectating. We got Jupik getting in first place. Jupik's gotten a couple points lately. Idri walling. Jashin going ahead and qualling. Nacho going ahead and qualling. Not getting a point there. Nacho's usually very notorious for getting points like that. We got everybody at the finish line. We got Karim getting last place there. So nobody, although Jupik's in 8th place, so Jupik getting a point there definitely helps. Definitely makes it a lot more doable for Jupik if Jupik goes on a hot run here. So very possible. It looks like, so Jashin and Nacho both qualled, so, but without a point. So the points for the top two will still stand. And I'd actually missed if Yusuf got on, but... Jashin be a little comedian in chat, but we love to see it. Good luck to Jashin and Nacho for what it looks like first place, but Yusuf could make a run, or Zyfru could make a run. They're definitely, I mean, everything's possible at this point, you know. Going into round 2 of the last game of Fall Fries 10, everybody. The last Fall Fries before it's free to play, and that it's and now the Xbox and Switch players will be added. I would love to see some Xbox and Switch players compete potentially, just for fun, if anything. You know, I would love to see it, you know. So definitely would love to see it. So let's see, we got a lot of people in here. We're gonna spectate Idri, yes, because we have not spectated them too much in this tournament yet. So we will spectate for this block party. Wow, and the orange is just nowhere to be found. And finally somebody finds it. Wow, everybody's just not nailing these doors right now. Literally everyone's just failing at the doors. Unfortunate. We got Yusuf. Yusuf is still in. So DoorDash oh, Jashin kind of far back. We have Yidis at the end, so you gotta get Yidis. Yusuf getting in first place. Jashin right at the finish line. Jashin not qualling. Nacho did qual, then Ultra getting last place, so Jashin is now out due to a terrible, unfortunate desynced Yi and falling in front of the finish line and just barely not making it. Very sad. So Jashin is now out. So that 13 points will be staying right where it is. So Nacho will literally need to get, only needs 2 more points to win, as everything else beyond a double is beyond like a multiple crown victory is worth whatever. And this is basically a free round for Nacho. All Nacho's got to do, I mean, this is potentially a point that Nacho could get for either first or last place, or an easy qual, at least at a minimum, just to guarantee a next round. So, I mean, Nacho winning this game would literally guarantee it. So we are going to spectate Nacho, see if they can pull off a first place real quick, just since that is kind of who's going for first. But Yusuf very much making the comeback. Nacho still has a chance with the rotation. We got Flash up in first, which I believe Flash is in 6th place. So Flash is still going for a qualification. Nacho barely making the jump right there. Zypher right up in front. Zypher as well, I believe, is in 4th place. So Zypher is still springing for a comeback. Nacho not getting that jump. That's going to cost him potentially. Oh, Zypher not making that jump. Nacho's in the lead. Nacho and Jupik both going for it. Jupik gets it and not Nacho. Jupik maybe making a run. Nacho finally getting the hammer. It looks like Jupik will be getting first place, but Jupik gotta be careful. Nacho getting really screwed by the desync. Just unfortunate. Jashin literally holding his breath right now. Krim and Nacho going at it a little bit. Nacho just gonna chill for a second. I don't know if Nacho's going to go ahead and qual or trying to go for a point in last place. We'll see what Nacho kind of does here. But Jupik getting another point there. Jupik now in 7th place with 7.5. So Jupik making a run potentially for the top 5 here. As we see, Jupik kind of lower-ish in the standings. We do have Nacho going ahead and going to qual. We have Zypher going ahead and going to qual as well up in 4th place. So again, not taking the risk. I believe Yusuf just now qualified. So Yusuf not taking the risk as well. We got Subtopper. We got... Wow. And Lip Bite is Flash. We got Flash waiting for last place on that yellow. We got Casey looking to go for last place next to Kato. So good luck. Good luck everybody going for last. We got Ultra. We got Flash. We got Kato. We got Karim potentially going for last here. Karim a little bit lower on the standings. Is going to need a near perfect game just to potentially break the top 5, it would be my guess, but you never know. Kato might get pushed out. Oh, Karim gets pushed out, but on the side that isn't death. Oh, Kato is in, like... Karim and Kato. I'm sorry, Kato. Like, I've been saying Kato for so long. But this is going to be... Oh, Flash gets knocked down after waiting up there for so long. Subtopper goes first. 3 people don't qualify. Casey Bomb gets the last place. Oh, my gosh. We had 3 people going down right there. And I think Flash is one of them to go out right there. No, Flash is in. Subtopper, I know, is one of them that's out. I'm not sure who is out, but wow. Unbelievable. So Yusuf is in. Nacho is in. So Nacho and Yusuf are in. I believe Zypher is in, if I'm... I could stand corrected. And we are going straight into a final. We are straight into a final. Literally, Nacho needs to win a solo crown, and Nacho will win Fall Fries. Yusuf winning would put Yusuf on top of Nacho and would put Yusuf in second place. Let's see what happens. We will try to find Nacho real quick. See if Nacho can win Fall Fries. Last second again, another comeback game for Nacho. It's not going to be forward. It's going to be back. Nacho getting unlucky with the desync today. In the back, but nothing's over till it's over. Let's see. It is forward right there. Oh my gosh, Nacho just having like the worst day of his life. Jashin is like praying. But Nacho's still in it. Nacho is now right there up with everybody and Yusuf. If Yusuf wins, Yusuf will get second place over Nacho, but will also give Jashin a win. Yusuf found the path. It looks like Yusuf could have it. Yusuf's gonna take second place. There's no way. Oh my gosh, and Jashin will hold on to win their first ever Fall Fries tournament. Jashin will hold on after the unbelievable early start that Jashin got with like 7-8 points in the first couple games. Finally is able to get their name on the leaderboard. We have Yusuf, who's going to be getting their name on the leaderboard as well for the next Fall Fries. We have Nacho, I believe. We will be confirming this, obviously, but we do have Nacho. Looks like getting third place. I will be taking a look at everything, and it does look like everything is finalized. And it does. I believe everything is finalized. So we will double down. Jashin with their first ever Fall Fries. Congratulations. Yusuf with a little bit of a comeback to get second place. Nacho in their first ever Fall Fries, may I mention. Nacho getting third place. Finally getting a third place medal to their name for Nacho. Getting their 6th medal in Fall Fries history. Winning, like, getting medals in 6 of 10 Fall Fries. And still an unbelievable gamer. Jashin winning their first Fall Fries on the 10th Fall Fries. Very fitting for Jashin to finally get that, as I know Jashin's wanted to place and do well for so long. So, shout out to Jashin for doing that. Zypher getting in the top 5 in 4th place. Shout out to Zypher for joining back up and playing, I believe, from like Europe and with the ping. And shout out to Zypher for pulling 4th place and doing really well. We have a tie for 5th place for Kato and Flash. And what I'll do for 5th place is it's a DLC. I'll just gift to both of y'all. I'll just do that. That way there's no tiebreaker. Not going to worry about 5th place. Y'all both will, I'll reach out and try to see about a DLC or something, or at least just refund you your money or something. We'll make it work. I will award both of those people just as it's 5th place. And Jupic in their first Fall Fries, almost making a comeback into the top 5 and making it very close in 7th place. And GG's and RGP doing well. Casey Bomb, shout out to Casey again, just for hosting hosting Throwapalooza way back and just making it so much fun. And literally for the format ideas, we'll never be able to thank her enough for that. And shout out to her for doing well in her first ever Fall Fries, getting 6 points. I mean, that's huge. So shout out to her and Tyra Idrigas. So shout out to her. Like, honestly, shout out to everybody. Guys, thank you so much for being here, for supporting all that good stuff, guys. I'm literally, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go look next and see who to raid. And then we're gonna go drop a raid to somebody. So guys, show some love. Please, please, please just show some love. Copy and paste these raid commands as well. Let me do that myself. But copy and paste those raid command, guys. Thank you so much for being here. It was a great time. Congratulations again to Jashin. So much congratulations. I know Jashin is very competitive and a very great player, and I know Jashin's going to be extremely happy and proud of himself for winning that. So, like, again, huge, major shout out to Jashin for that win. Unfortunately, Jashin is not streaming. I was going to rate Jashin low-key, but Jashin's not streaming. I don't know if anybody's streaming Fall Fries. Let's see. I'm just gonna look down at my list, honestly. So guys, just give me a second. I just want to decide who to raid and go from there. Let's see. This is a tough one. A lot of people don't stream Fall Fries, but all right, guys. We're gonna go raid someone like, you know, in the Fall Guys community, but maybe not quite as well known, but has been supportive lately and is just an amazing person to know. And so we're gonna go give them a raid today. And guys, go show Synergy some love. Synergy's an amazing person. Please feel free to copy and paste these raid commands. If you're a sub, the one with the reserved French fry. If not, just the regular French fry is just fine, guys. But stay for the raid. Go show some love. Just say hi. All that good stuff. Just, you know, all that good stuff. Just show some love. Streams Fall Guys are a really good amount, honestly, lately. So go show them some love, guys. Again, thank you so much for being here. I always have so much fun hosting these. I can't wait until hopefully some Xbox players and some Twitch players can get in here. And the new season will be lit. I think the new maps have been really good. And, I mean, obviously I can't speak specifics, but they're really good. And they're really a lot of fun, guys. So I hope it's going to be really good. So, I appreciate y'all so much. And everybody for just being a good sports and always being, mature and how we handle Fall Fries. I really appreciate everybody who competes, and just I really appreciate y'all so much more than y'all know. And thank you for being here. Thank you for the support. I hope it keeps going. I appreciate y'all so much. And everyone, thank you for watching the 10th ever Fall Fries. Thanks for watching. God bless, and Sickle Bears. See y'all.